gap, because a gap between top 4 and bottom 4 can close from either side. Yeah. Either the top 4 come down or the bottom 4 go up.
Yeah, the overreaction I'll agree with is exactly that one. We thought it was really clear cut, but
Yeah.
After 1 week, I'm not nearly as confident that it's going to be.
That's not a confident stance?
Yeah, I'm liking this confidence level. Let's keep up the confidence with this one.
Yeah.
We need more yawning
out. All right, let's go. Next one.
Okay.
What do we got?
2 more, 3 more, something like that. We have 3 more.
Good morning.
Okay, Shopify will play the same composition until the patch
Good
changes.
morning.
So, yeah, I think
that's the key.
I think this is wrong, but not because they wouldn't want to. But because, like, I know, Raz, you talked to Audie on Pros, right? And he's like, yeah, they're not getting that comp again.
That's all it takes.
This is why I was mad in the morning, because I put Nefiri at the end of last weekend's games for my fantasy league for contracts.
Yeah.
But then Audie literally said, we're not going to give them that comp. Yeah. And I couldn't change
the champion. And then the roster's locked at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So
I need to change.
Issue.
Who do you have for contract?
I gave him Nefiri. So I want to change it.
Oh, you still have it. I see. Okay, next one. I agree with the sentiment. Not that hot. Kuda, I'm not reading.
Surely I can get a quick arena in, right?
Going to MSI.
Whoa.
That is crazy. Your own profile is my reaction to this take.
That's crazy.
That is insane. I appreciate it. It's just not happening.
I mean, listen, I will say, after 1 week, Saint looked really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just don't think that one player performing, like, even if he's
What
the
about
best
2 players?
league,
What about Saint and Henna?
Oh. I mean, yeah, but I know Masu and Jan are really good. And I'm not putting Henna above them.
Pointing at the same time is like a perfect picture.
Okay, but also, Lions Nico. At first, that was a doubter.
That was good.
But he came in and he was killing it. So
but
maybe
it's not going to MSI.
I don't think they're going to
I agree with you. I'm just being a devil's advocate.
Too many top teams to go through.
Being a devil's advocate. Great profile picture. Don't know where it's from. Whoa.
Okay, that's a lot.
Completely sack the best of 1 stage to focus on champ pool growth.
Smart.
So listen, not a hot take, because that would be my strategy too.
I think it is still kind of hot, but I agree. It's kind of smart.
I don't want to see.
Good morning.
I don't want to see Umti on Sejuani Maokai.
Yeah.
I want to see him preparing for Fearless.
I mean, I guess you could also draw this conclusion from like the comp they picked against 100 Thieves too, right?
Yeah.
Where they're like, we're putting APA back on his ear. We're gonna see how it does. He actually ended up having a really great game. Yeah.
Surely this arena will be like 15 minutes, right?
Completely sack is like.
Completely sack is a big word.
They're about 1 and 1.
Also, there's a K here. But yeah, completely sacking? Like, this is a great take.
I'm glad you pointed out, because anytime
why
there's
do you
like
think there's a K in
pedantic thing.
sacrifice? He's just shortening sacrifice, Raz.
But okay, we're not gonna get into the whole talk about the English dictionary.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're not doing that.
But
this might go a little over.
Okay, I will say
this is one of the most unhinged segments.
Yeah.
I do have to say.
But I agree with the take. I just don't think they're completely sacked.
We're being told to move on, but I want to touch on one thing.
We're being told to move on.
And it can be smart and Gigabrain. It underrates the impact that social media and Reddit and losing stage games actually has on a team. So even though you can.
All right, I'm gonna mute this while we're doing a quick little arena. What do I ban? Yummy. That could be a good ban. Yo, Default Steve, thanks for the 28. Do we have a discount code with Kia? Yeah, free car. Just head to your local Kia dealership. Say, I'd like a free car. Creator code Meteos. Is LeBlanc Maokai a combo? Doesn't sound very good. Fuck it, I don't care. Damn, did they update every one of her skins? shit a lot. Why does she look the same in every pose? Yo, what? Dude, I'm totally gonna be late. I shouldn't queue, but I want to queue. I want to play an arena. I'm so committed. Wait, she's not even favored anymore. Man. Are UFO reals right now? RUFR are in. Haven't tuned in a while. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, if this one dodges, I'm out. I'm out. Surely, like 10 minutes is enough for an arena, right? Nunu Lulu. Oh god damn it! This is a fast 16th. I mean 8th. Holy fuck, that's big. Yo, what up, Nordexa? Nunu and William. Apparently, the winning build is you just do the healing shit. Oh shit. I didn't use my thing. Okay. We tried. Gain anvils while hot streaking. Where am I streaming from? 20 minutes ago, I was live from the studio. Yeah. I teleported. It was crazy. I'm still feeling some of the effects from the teleportation. Oh, he has crit, healing, and shielding. Is that balanced?
There's nothing to it but to do it. Definitely not a princess.
Dude, how? I'm CC for 20 years? I can't kill shit. She got Leandries or something.
Let's put some ventures in.
This is so fucked. This is so stupid. I can't kill anyone. What? What the fuck? Why? This thing seems broken.
Playtime's never over.
Fuck, this Master Yi's a ranged champion? Oh my god, I'm dead. Huh? The fuck is this thing? Nah, we're just not playing for the res. It's crazy. Oh! Get shit on. He recommended Sunfire. It does seem to do a lot of damage. I'll give it a shot. I don't know about here though.
A snowball is never just a snowball. If you believe in magic,
Yo.
Yo, what's up?
You know, just doing a quick arena before the game start, but it's not really that quick.
El Clasico. I've been playing more arena with Near Airport than I have in my entire life combined. Like, they just love arena so much.
Dude,
and
it's
then I
so
get
good
roped
this time
in.
around. It's low-key so good.
It's funny. I wonder if that's why Summoners Rift participation is kind of like lower right now. Or nah, it's probably not related, right? How long has arena been out?
69 years.
Sounds right.
It's because everyone's playing Valo.
Yeah. All the 30-year-olds are playing Valo.
Do you have a Valo accent?
I've been told. I think I invented the Valo accent.
Really? It was you?
Yeah, kind of embarrassed about it, but it was me. Oh shit, it's about to start. Hold on, I'll be right back. Gotta do my OPGG shout out.
Oh, shit? Yeah, yeah. Let's wait for that.
It's quite the combo, I know.
That is such an
Wait, we're back
insane
in the closet.
combo.
What the fuck?
back behind your ears. What kind of adventure?
Dude, what is happening?
What do you mean?
This is the combo in this arena. We got fucking Lulu Nunu. We just can't kill anything.
Dude, in arena, I always just build full crit on every champ that can do it because I think the bruiser items are legitimately horrible.
Should I go
I
Bruiser
wrong?
Nunu?
Probably go full AP Nunu, to be honest. It's the only thing that makes sense.
We're just getting shit on.
Maybe it's time to surrender that game because we know the champ select is underway.
You got to tell me what's happening in it.
Okay, well, C9 first picks Gwen for no trade whatsoever. They went Azir. XU's hovering Katarina, probably for his girlfriend. Azir Sejuani. Ew. Already hate what's going on from DSG. I mean, I like the Azir, but the Sedge, I feel like Gwen goes jungle here. I know that Thanatos is probably going to want to play the Gwen, though, but I really feel like Blabber should just fucking take it right here or just keep the flex.
Just take it, Blabber. Yo, where's Sneaky?
Oh my god. The Koki. I think that might actually be setting up for Gwen jungle because they probably want a physical damage mid. Or they're going to go like Corki mid and then some flat AD, like physical damage AD carry, and then go Lilia into Sedge. No, it's Poppy. Why? Why is it Poppy? I'm very
She's good
confused.
against dashes.
Why? Why is Poppy good against Azir and Sejuani, who doesn't really even need her Q to function?
You wouldn't get it. You're old.
Oh, so far DSG playing a much more face roll draft, very standard. Bruiser top, tank jungle, mage mid. Don't know what C9's cooking. Their stuff's all over the place. Just really depends. Their last 2 picks gonna like decide what kind of comp this is. Yesterday I was like talking to Sven about this Corki build and how I feel like it's overall the best build, and I've been kind of just starting to realize that Corki might actually be broken, but that everyone's just building him wrong.
What, the MF build on him?
Yeah.
Dude, I just, for life of me, cannot accept that the Manamune Trinity Corki is actually the best. It seems way too jank.
Yeah, I agree. I think here's one thing, like people's perception of like what a champion should do is like really tied to the past, and like I think like way back in the day, well, not even way back in the day, but I think for like 10 years, right? Corki always builds Trinity and a tier item. Like that's just like what he does. And when I first played the BT Reaver
A
build,
tier item, like any of them?
weird. Wait, sorry, what'd you say?
You said a tier item, not Manamune, so like, is there other tier items he builds?
No. Okay, fine. Manamune, yeah. But like the tier lets him spam his shit early game. And then when I first started doing the BT build, I was like, this sucks. I can't spam abilities on the wave. You know, I'm always But then as I played it more and more, I realized that it's just, you just play him like every other AD carry in the game. You just don't use your mana stupidly. You know what I mean? Like every AD carry in the game has limitation on mana
Don't
at some
play
point.
stupid.
Yeah, like you are so used to the pattern as a Corki player, you're so used to having infinite mana that it feels wrong when you don't have tier. But once you get used to the other way around, the payoff is like really, really good. Because to be honest, why would you buy a 400 gold item that gives you no combat stats?
You can sell it later.
You don't need to. Dude, I was telling you guys about that earlier, and everyone was making fun of me. I was like, Trinity, just go Trinity, no tier.
Oh, I wasn't making fun of you
Just
this
go-
time.
Just go tier and then sell it for Essence Ruby so you can go IE third. And that, honestly, I still think that build is like pretty doable. You can go Trinity into full crit. Okay, so what C9 ended up with is like a full dive comp. Oh my god, I'm gonna tell Sven right now.
You're gonna tell him right now, like while he's in game?
I literally messaged him right now. I said, do the build I'm watching. Do you think he got my message?
Yeah.
It's definitely in my eyes, it's overall like a far superior build to Trinity, because Corki has crazy AD ratios, and once you see him, you can't really ever unsee him, and you just feel like you're missing out on so much damage by not stacking full AD. His Q, 1.2 AD ratio. His rockets are 0.8 or a big one 1.6. So every AD that you get is giving you, 1 damage on your Q and 1 damage on your rocket. It's a lot. And there's a Gatling ratio as well. It's just, everything is good. When I was talking to Sven last night, though, he didn't seem that convinced. He was saying that he thinks that it's not always good, and it's really bad when you're like losing the game. I definitely don't agree with that. I feel like you should go. I feel like if you're losing the game, you might want to just go the more hard scaling build. because there will come a turning point for you later.
I can see that.
If you're winning the game with that build, you're just completely giga stomping since you have infinite sustain.
Hoping for a pagoda pause here. Praying for a pagoda pause RN.
Wow, Castle's English is really good.
You never say that about my English.
You want me to?
Yeah.
Wow, that was the most disgusting thing I've seen. Why did Scary Cherry bury your false bomb? Oh my god.
Yeah, we got 7th. Your idea was terrible, double lift. Oh my god, I just fucking closed the game. Are you kidding me?
That was giga value.
Out of all the tabs, I just closed this stream somehow.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry.
And then stepping forward, you know, with your EQ, get a grass proc, get a little bit of chip damage, and you have so much sustain that.
All right, we're in.
They're supposed to be difficult early.
Kind of perfect timing, honestly.
Become difficult early. So Gwen, still even with this rune page, yeah, you're not gonna scale as well as if you're like Conqueror full scaling runes, obviously. Right. But just the nature of the champion is
Grasp
beast
Gwen.
on a couple items, and it is still very difficult to deal with. So. We'll see. XU doesn't really have any vision, as the observers are highlighting, and we saw the Blabber was moving in. Is getting spotted now.
Holy shit, it's Snaky. Only 10 minutes late.
Three minutes.
Actually 10. Yeah, starts at 1 p.m., buddy.
Super successful invade though, because Sejuani finished the full clear.
Yo.
And,
Yo, what's up?
So he's just gonna base and then come
Is
back.
that him?
Yo. Wait,
that
what
the
about
Pope?
Pope? He's late.
No, he's not.
Yeah, Pope's the perma late.
I'm fashionably late.
Don't deflect.
Contracts,
What do you think about BT, Reaver, IE, Corky, Eugene? I was talking to Sven last night, and he didn't seem convinced that it was better, but I was trying to tell him I'm pretty sure that build is just overall the best build for Corky.
Ever.
Really?
Ever, but
Like
it's best right now.
I don't know. Maybe.
Are you
bot
not
lane is
trading
different.
the spike of Trinity?
I don't think that BT is worse than Trinity on one item. Like, I think it's about the same.
It's gotta be
definitely less
worse.
tanky, but the damage seems really similar. And okay, I think Trinity's better than All-In. I like that's obviously better. But like BT gives you the option of like taking small trades and then just vamping back up. Feels really fucking good. I don't know.
Corky is like an all-in champ to me, though. He's not like a sustained champ to me. And then you can just push the wave and recall whenever you want on Corky.
Yeah, I think it probably works a bit different bot than mid, but I've just been perma doing that build, and it's, I mean, like, it's really fucking strong. Also, all the like components,
no
I don't know,
mana
you have to try it mid at some point, because like all the components leading up to Trinity feel like shit. Like, for example, I think Sheen feels way worse than Pickaxe, if you're talking about like 900 gold value, right? Or another one would be like getting the attack speed item, Hearthbound Axe, feels way worse than having a BF sword. They're about the same amount of gold. So the fully completed item of Trinity can be compared to BT, but everything, like every component leading up to it feels better to just be stacking AD. And then the payoff is that you end up with a way smoother transition to going full crit. And I think that's really strong.
How much AD does mana give when you're at like mirror mana?
It's based on how much mana
It's
you
pretty
have.
comparable, no?
I feel like the crippled is only better from 4 items. I'd rather have 3-item Trinity Manamune, 2-item Trinity Manamune, and 1-item Trinity.
Oh, really? Wow,
I'd only
okay.
prefer Corky at 4 crit, yeah. And like, I don't know, I feel like the HP bar is important on Corky. You can get Phage, Ruby Crystal.
Yeah. The HP is good, but I will argue that the overheal and the lifesteal from BT is better than 300 flat HP from Trinity. If you're fighting with the shield, or if you're constantly topping yourself off, then I think it's better. Also, I don't know. I think it might be different between mid and bot. Since
Wait, BT's
see
not
what
even a
happened.
crit item.
But I'm not sure if he hit to one or he
Huh?
hit, and then Blabber hit it after and went to one, but that was really close to actually stealing
I
one
said
away.
BT's
It
not
would've
even a
been
crit
really
item.
nice, for DSG because
It's
it
not.
was
True.
away.
Your one non-crit slot, I was thinking about this too. Your one non-crit slot could also be Trinity, so you could go Trinity Reaver and skip tier.
Oh no, that sounds terrible.
What? I don't think it's terrible. I think the tier part is pretty overrated by people because they don't understand like you don't need to spam your abilities on the wave. You can just play like in any other AD carry that has finite amount of mana.
Name one.
Dude, every AD carry has
You have no
finite
mana,
mana.
until Essence. I don't know. You don't use spells on the way. Like you don't fucking poke them with Q.
You
You
do.
do, but bro, it's not like Corki has abnormally high mana costs. He just has an 80 mana Q and a 20 mana rocket, and you just don't spam your shit for no reason.
I don't think your build's bad. It's got to be greedy, is all it is.
It is very
Like you said,
greedy, yeah.
it probably just scales better.
It scales so much better than
Like eventually, but
yeah.
I feel like the payoff of that is probably not worth it, considering you losing your other spikes. But I mean, I don't know. Like if the game calls for it, like you could feel that the game's gonna be a fucking long one or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the UI is gone.
For me, it turned Corki into this very like strange champion, like very abnormal champion bot to like playing like pretty much any other AD carry. And I'm like way more, I like way more understand like how I'm gonna win, not because of the scaling, but because you just have like more tools to play around. So you have like sustain, right? Like you have actual healing off waves. Oh wow, that's kills.
Wow, nice play.
God, wait. Oh, Abadage! He used this thing a little too early. There's still the Poppy W on him. When he
What is your guys' game time?
I'm so behind. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm giga behind.
That was like 10 seconds.
I'm at. Do you want me to pause? I'm at 35, 36, 37.
I'm at
38,
40.
39, 40,
40.
41.
Huh? Are
fuck.
you in the future?
Hold. Pause for 1 second, and then you guys catch up.
Okay, I just saw Azir get stunned to the wall. Poppy ulted. He flashed. He ulted.
Okay, you're a little bit ahead of me. I'll speed up.
Then flashed under the wall. By the time he flashes away, we just see Loki coming in, finishing him off for that kill.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay,
Is
I'll
that right?
speed up.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I stand with you.
I stand with Sneaky.
Yes. Yes. Oh my portal.
Holy! The whole squad
what's
pulls up to watch him walk away.
What's actually the point of that? What the hell? I guess it was better than just walking up.
Bard.
Wait, what time?
43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Right ahead of us.
Nine.
No, but yeah. I'm with you.
50.
Do you guys like C9's comp? Full dive?
Wait, where are time?
I just counted.
3.
What the hell?
4, 5, 6, 7.
What's
Time
going on
check.
over there?
Can we get a time check?
Okay, I'm fine now.
Chilling. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really love full dive, but I think it's good into MF. I think MF just sucks. I think MF is just fucking terrible, and she's always gonna look good at this point in the game where she's fast and has 10 CS up in lane, but she just sucks. It's a champ.
What happened to the draft? Well, like this is a fucking best of one.
It was
This ain't no fearless.
yeah, it was first pick Gwen, and then DSG went Sedge Azir, and I feel like in that moment you should just go Gwen jungle and just have her free farm against Sedge, but they went something very weird where they're so hellbent on having there's like C9 really wanted Gwen top, so they went Poppy there, and I just don't understand that at all.
Wait, Blabber has crazy farm.
He does, yeah.
He's
doing
legit, like,
Sundered Sky Poppy.
he's one of the
I don't know,
carries.
man. Like, I think Blabber just been picking like weird shit this whole time. Lee Sin in week 1. Then he played Vi and got fucked by Nefiri, and now he's playing Poppy jungle when it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you want to play Poppy here? I don't understand.
What do you want him to play? Xin Zhao?
I mean, if he had it, I wouldn't put it past him to try it.
Yeah, I mean, you either play a complete Docky for Gwen, which I don't feel like Poppy is, or you play Gwen yourself and just free farm against Sedge.
Holy
Hope for the
mog.
best.
Dude, Blabber's fucking on him, though.
He is. He's doing well.
Because he delays the base from Castle, right? So he kind of cancels the base there, hurts his tempo a little bit. MF coming out on the map is going to now go to mid as Zir goes towards top. Castle has to stay out at lower HP, where we can see Loki already got to go back to base. Sven, though, remember, no flash. Looks like he'll be okay.
Yeah, he's
Oh, that was an even trade between.
Damage?
Yeah, dude, an even trade between Bart and Corki. That was so disgusting.
Discrepancy that much more intense. He was level 9 compared to only the level 7.
Okay, last thing I'll say about the build is I really think that there's a
In
lot
conclusion,
there's a lot of things that you can do that you wouldn't be able to do without it. So right there, his big one should have cleared all range minions, but it doesn't. At level 7, when you have BF pickaxe, your Q kills the range minions as well. So you can kill ranged, one-shotting the backline with multiple ways, either one bomb, like one Q, or one big one. And there are ways to make it more mana efficient, basically. And
But you said you don't use your ability on the wave.
But you can.
To save
and it's really
mana.
efficient for you to do it. So I just think the more I played it, the more I realized that you actually, there's like little optimizations that you can do to be more mana efficient to offset the fact that you don't have tier. And then you will eventually have infinite mana with Reaver on your second item, but yeah, you do need to like power through this kind of weaker phase, I guess.
Is eating good for Cloud9.
Yeah, this is a great start for Loki. He's got the only kill.
you know, I believe it.
Benefit from the Dragon for Plates trade that you're talking about.
Dude, I mean, literally
Whoa.
just like watch our game too. Like that build fucks. It does so much damage.
Doing a little bit of needlework down here just to try to force Castle back, get this wave shoved up. Vulcan also hanging around as Loki and
Do you still run
Brandon, I was
Conqueror with
playing
that?
Jhin.
to push the wave. The next wave about
What's
to
up?
arrive for them.
I said, do you still go Conqueror with that?
Maybe take the last little bit of
Yeah, I do. I think PTA is troll as hell. Corki's attack speed's too slow to ever proc it. That's what Shogo does. Shogo does like PTA and the like. He's the one that showed it to me, but then I realized I don't really agree with all of his decisions that he does. Like one of them is like never goes rapid fire, which I don't like. I think rapid fire is really good. One of them is that he goes like the elixir of force and PTA, which I don't like either. I think Cookie's boots is like probably the best secondary runes in the game right now for AD carries. I go Cookie's boots on literally everyone. Triss, Jhin, Corki, Varus, just the best. Oh my god, that was. Oh my god!
Oh! That was actually crazy. What?
Well played.
I didn't know that Gnar ulti chained into Silas E with no gap without wall stun until now. Because you probably you could imagine. I think that Castle was mashing something out of that and it just didn't go off. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was crazy. He had fucking Merc Treads and Gnar transform ready,
If you press a button
and they
there,
made that
he
work.
definitely lives. Like, just literally pressing R right there would have probably stunned Silas. So that was actually big balls by Loki, because if it doesn't, if he leaves a gap, then he gets stunned and it's kind of fucked for him.
What is
He knows
Hexy
that there's
doing?
no gap.
That's a guild gank right there.
Yeah.
I think he has a ton of gold. He hasn't been back to base.
Dude, that kind of Loki reminds me of that scrim that we had, Eugene, where Ming tried to go for, he was like playing Vi, he went for a Q auto E ulti and he left a gap. It's like, it feels so bad when that happens.
Yeah.
If he goes top, kills a wave, gets the tower, he's already going to be on that rift.
I mean, it makes sense. But I think you can, I think on Vi, you can Q auto ulti and there's no gap.
And if you can have someone just be constantly hitting in these fights, it is going to be
I'm not sure, though.
difficult to actually burst down Loki before we can get multiple rotations of those spells out and really start to heal up a lot. And
I mean, is it a full charge Q? I think the CC duration goes up the longer you charge it.
way ahead of the curve as far as gold. And
It does? Dude, I don't know.
in these fights.
So one thing I'm curious
I
about,
thought it
a
did.
lot of times you will see teams really
Sounds
want to
right.
contest
That sounds right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If I was in a position where I wasn't sure, I would just make sure that there is none, since the damage that you're doing is so minimal compared to just making sure that they can't get anything off between.
So I'm curious if they'll just try to farm out more.
Oh,
Instead, Scary Jerry
look at that. Bad trade for Sven. Actually, bad
Doesn't
trade.
have PT to vamp. Misplay.
Scary Jerry with the ulti of a century right there. Very nice. Oh. Oh, Thanatos.
Gwen move.
Very nice W right there. Oh my god.
No one dies.
Here, right? No, it's fucking Gnar.
The depression TP.
Yeah. The holy shit, you guys are all gonna die. Let me just. And this is bad for us. Could have gone bot turret. Feels good, man.
Dude, every game DSG pries Drake way too hard and then they fall super behind, I feel like. They get Drake and then they fall behind like 1-2k gold. And then they just can't catch back up.
I think
Are they giving up a lot for their dragons?
Every game.
Yeah, this game Silas took like 2 plates and got a full cannon wave, and Azir like homeless TP'd into Drake just to like be there, and then I don't know, this Silas is so fed. He's up 1.3k.
But don't you feel like it works in their low games because they're getting like fake info from scrims where they get 2 Drakes, enemy team throws 1 time, and now the gold's even and they have 2 Drakes?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Cloud9 up 2 turrets to 0, 5 grubs to 1, 2 kills to nothing, and 3,500 gold. 17 minutes and 45 seconds into the game. Rift Herald summoned up mid lane.
This is the most
Silas
farmed
build?
Poppy.
Yeah, I've never seen Poppy farm like this. Is her clear like super fast?
They did buff it.
If Poppy's clear is this fast and high pace, then Poppy's OP. What the fuck?
Yeah. Poppy's always been like such a huge question mark for me, where it's almost like Gragas, where when you play against it sometimes you're like, wow, this champ is broken as hell, but then it can also be useless as hell. Extremely high skill cap.
I feel like you need to be good at her, yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a lot of like vision about how you're gonna play the fight. You know, like, are you gonna go in? Are you gonna like ulti to disengage? You have to kind of like preemptively know what you're gonna do. You can't just react to stuff happening.
When we look at the power rankings from this season,
The most annoying thing in the world is when your team engages and the Poppy's always ulting the carries out and just killing your front line for free. That feels so bad. Just watching your teammates die. What the fuck? Wow.
And he's gone.
Wait, I looked away for 1 second. He one-shot Bard?
He's actually
Yeah.
he's doing that much damage with this build. This build doesn't
I was
look
looking
like
at the
it would
graphic
do
they put on the bottom. I didn't even see Bard die. What ult did he use?
Welcome to the problem with mid lane.
He didn't wait, did he have Sedge ulti? I don't even remember. But why
Roa
is Silas-
fucking Rift Maker.
those are kind of the big 4 that everyone was looking at.
I mean, this
Says
build.
he had Sedge ult.
Yeah, he did do a chain stun combo. Yeah, my chat says Sedge, but why is he doing so much damage when he's building like mostly HP items? I guess he has a lot of haste with this build too, so it's not too much. It's like 2 shit damage.
He's like high level and Bard didn't build the shield item.
Yeah.
Actually, how did they end up with Bard in this game? Bard looks legitimately like a useless champion here.
Yeah.
Dude, he
It was
was
last
levels.
pick, wasn't it?
I feel like this game. I'm trying to think about what like the best support picks. Some enchanter that's good at making it obnoxious for melees to go in. So like Karma, Seraphine, MF is pretty good. Pretty
It actually
greedy,
looks
but-
like the worst Bard game. Like, there's
literally
literally
zero
nobody to
LTA.
catch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
Like, you can't even force flashes.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like sometimes pro players try to be like too clever. Like kind of like lifts up glasses. Like, well, actually, Bard is totally fine here because did it. But it's like common sense will just tell you that Bard is horrible here. I'm curious what they would say about that. Like why they picked it 5p Bard.
You gotta let the support players cook. Did you see
He was
Keria
just
F
feeling
yesterday?
it.
Yeah.
The vibes were right.
The vibes were right.
He probably had a really sick Bard game in solo queue last night. It's just fucking feeling it.
Bard is also giving Silas his ult to use. It's actually better for Silas to take. Yeah, it's actually better for Silas to the Bard than Bard himself.
Get a kill there.
Sad.
That is the kind of play that you need to be able to make to actually slow down what is starting.
I mean, well played. Honestly, I really don't feel like C9 has a great draft, but they've been playing really well.
The draft is really good. What's wrong with the draft? You just don't like melee mids.
I just didn't really think a full dive comp into.
Wait, does he bully you and you play Silas, Bob?
No, I
Peter
don't.
wants me to
He
first
literally
pick a
didn't
zero
play
every
Silas
game.
for scrims. What? You benched yourself from playing Yone. I didn't say shit. What the
Hard
fuck, Jerry?
stuck is here.
What the fuck was that?
Jerry? He's fine. He's dead.
He's gone.
Mr. Face Check.
Dude, this game is not
How
even
was this
close.
whole... They were all grouped and somehow MF's face checking into their team.
No, Scary Jerry, please, bro. That was not it.
That bush is pretty spooky. Not gonna lie.
That bush
I
is
don't know how
really
you
easy to
didn't
ward
feel
over,
that
though.
danger.
Safely. He
Jer-
did it like
Jerry
deep,
has
you know?
unique build, no? He didn't go Essence. He just has BTIE.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro thinks he's playing Draven. 25% crit, IE. Is that good?
That's really good.
Dude, the replay is just including the skin. Yeah, look. He just walks in.
Oh shit!
He pinked the bush, but he didn't do it safely. The no danger sense, no
Yep.
spidey sense
He didn't
there.
have any spidey sense
That was a pretty
there.
big mistake.
Sure.
The baldometer.
Is Toast here.
That head is looking awful shiny right about now.
It is, but thankfully he's got a good head shape.
What's his hair at IRL?
Good bald. So Toast.
It's like middle, isn't it?
You got to make sure there's not any weird like craters or lumps.
Exactly. You know, if you low roll and you go bald, speaking as someone with experience, you want
I don't know.
at least high roll.
Wait, we have Meteos Rakan? Is that real? For what?
That's like a double whammy.
I guess for
Sedge?
Sedge and
But
and
like, your dudes are like beefy fucking frontliners. Is it literally just for Corky? That seems crazy.
What do you think?
Crazy
you should go?
bad. Any of the fucking damage. Lock it.
Oh, damage items for a con?
Redemption.
Maybe like a Ludens or something?
Fucking Shirley like any initiator item. There's no way you go defensive here in a full
What
dive
about like a
team combo.
Lichbane Urkon? Is that good?
well, I don't think that Mikhail's is necessarily like only defensive, right? Like you can use it aggressively to cleanse a teammate who's being stunned, so they can keep going ham. I'm a huge Mikhail's lover. I feel like I try to tell.
I think it's a
people all the
bad
time, just
item,
get
but-
Mikhail's whenever it looks decent because the supports item is honestly kind of irrelevant. But there are a lot of times where you can change the course of a fight by like cleansing someone.
Let's see it. What about Zonia's Rakan? Did you like that meta?
Well, that was different. Like that was because Zonia's was like super broken at the time.
I mean, it was still dog shit ass trash back
I don't
then.
think PSG is going to get a single kill.
I can see that.
That's a bold take.
Oh, there's only been 4 kills in a 25-minute game already, so.
Dude, Flowers just said that. What the fuck? He said it after you
That he
did.
said. That he said he thinks there's going to be 0 kills.
No, you said 4 kills in 25 minutes right after double lifted.
Huh.
Like 1 second after.
Dude, do you think there's a point in Swifties anymore? Like, are you not just supposed to buy fucking the souls?
On who?
You're good.
Like, Corky just bought boots. But I feel like
No,
the
he's had those for a long time. He didn't just buy those.
Swifties?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
he's had it for a bit.
Recently, I've kind of stopped buying tier 2 boots on most AD carries and just try to sit on my free magical boots. I think it feels really good.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of nerfed tier 2 boots.
Once again, it's very greedy, but it allows you to hit your spikes faster.
Wait, this is kind of awkward for C9.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
is this
well,
my
still.
fight? Is this my fight? Oh, they won
Wow.
it.
That easily could have been
Wait,
taken.
oh, they're gonna get a kill. They're gonna get a kill.
Yeah, they're actually kind of walking them down. So far, 1 for 1.
Nah,
That was
C9
very
fucked up their
awkward.
turns so hard. I think they just win anyway because they're so ahead.
Oh!
Gwen didn't even die.
Wow.
If
No,
mod.
she did, she did.
Oh, okay.
God damn.
What a nice kind of face engage by Thanatos. I thought, oh man, he's too deep, but he was just taking aggro for Loki to clean up. Pretty good.
Yeah, he did actually die.
Yeah, but it was nice that he's willing to die.
But how did he die? I thought he was fine. Leandries or something?
I don't know. He's like 1 when he jumped over the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, why does he look like Malphite TPing in? Okay. Q, R. Oh, hits the Q2. That's where all the damage came from.
Oh, and Boomerang took him out?
Chase through the towers. They want even more. They had their dinner. Now it's hooey for dessert.
Oh man, that was just brutal there. There's no way Disguised has any way to fight back.
I'm somewhat surprised that like this Silas, he just seems like he's doing 1 million damage and unkillable. I wonder if DSG's comp maybe just doesn't have damage. They also fell behind, but
Well, I think he just got insanely ahead.
yeah.
They had the successful mid gank into like when they overgrouped for Drake and then Azir fell behind, and then I don't know. I feel like if you start to outpace on Silas Yone, then no one can kill you. Especially with
So
like
he just like
Robo.
fully committed to playing for himself inside until he reached a point where he was really hard, and then he's really hard to kill, and then you can go crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of really good pick versus Azir Sedge as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sedge will not really ever pressure you.
It's like no one to deal with him in fights. They don't have consistent AD DPS either.
Yeah,
That was a crazy combo.
MF is actually horrible against dive mids. Every single one of them. Yone, terrible against Yone as well. I think that's actually really hard to, like, probably the hardest thing for teams to play around too for melee mids is like, they're gonna play selfishly until a certain point, and then you like almost like flip a switch, and then they can like be more active in like, you know, pushing and moving and actually like doing group fights and stuff. We definitely weren't too good at that in the beginning.
Yeah, it is really, really tough. They got no vision anywhere except that one.
Yeah,
You
I
see
think
what
I
happened
was
there?
overgrouping too much.
Yeah, just like pulling champs like Yone and Silas to, oh, let's fight for grubs, let's fight for this. It's like, well, they're not spiked yet, and then it's like the worst time for them to do it. But then also, I think C9 seems really good at knowing when they can team fight with their champs. They just got like 5
I feel
people
like
ahead and take every
the
fight.
melee mids, like you win harder, but also if you're losing, you just like fucking bleed like a motherfucker. You can't even get your CS.
Yeah, that makes sense. There actually is a lot of value in playing the better wave clearing AD carries too, so your support and Joel can spend more time hovering for those champs. Corky's good for that. MF is not. MF is definitely not a AD carry that you can kind of like leave alone mid and it's gonna be all good.
I feel like every game I see, it's just ADCs 1v1 in mid and then support jungle 3v3 inside lane.
That makes sense, yeah. That seems a way better way to play. A lot of the AD carries can kind of just like 1v2. You know, like there's nothing that's going to happen between AD carries. Oh my god. What a horrible Bard ulti that was. What the fuck? Why
I don't think you can get a good one.
He's just desperate. He's just
Ooh,
trying
big one
because
by Loki
Gwen
there.
had no W.
This is
Wait a
a
second.
really
Vulcan
depressing
actually-
Sejuani game. He's just
I did
the weakest.
Rakan die. What the?
Well, man, this game is just completely team gap
Oh, he missed.
and draft gap, I guess. I really overestimated how much damage DSG's comp would do front to back.
Oh!
Oh my god, he's making montage play. If he hit that E, he would have killed more.
Yeah.
Is it draft or is it just C9's a better team? Like, I don't think DSG's draft's that bad. Seems
I think they
okay.
fumbled the bot lane. They essentially have a use. It's a 4v5. Like, I don't think Bard does anything.
Hmm.
Rakan is
There's
actually...
there's actually no melee champs for Sedge. Kind of weird Sedge angle.
I feel like the win con for MF is so hard. I don't know why DSG is picking MF. Like, if you're a team that's struggling, I don't think you should pick super high execution AD that is literally just useless unless you play perfect macro early and play fights perfectly.
Yeah, you know, Scary Jerry had a great game last week on Pokevarus, and that's, like, pretty chill.
I think MF is a high execution AD carry. What
Yeah,
the
not
hell?
in terms of like how you pilot the champ, but like
How you
the
set up
fuck?
everything, you need maximum damage. Yeah, it's really, really...
you need to play tempo so well and get grubs or get an early lead, and I don't think they did.
No,
And
they
then
didn't get.
in
They
fights,
didn't
you have
get
to
first
set
set
up
of
the fight
grabs.
really well.
That's what I
I
saw.
mean, I
in
don't
LTA
think
as well.
she's that good, but like, I don't think the burden of execution's high at all. Like, even for the team. Like, your team just gets some sort of CC combo, you literally just, your goal is to push R, obviously.
I don't think it makes any.
I'm not talking
I
about
don't think
fights.
these kinds of CCs, which is Gnar ulti pushing people around, Azir shuffling people, and Bard ulting people, sets up for MF at all to do damage. Like,
Right, Nara
there's
should be
no-
good. It's like the only real setup. For
Okay,
sure.
yeah, maybe Gnar could be good, maybe. Like, people moving around and being disjointed and like
You have to wait for it, yeah.
It definitely doesn't make me feel like it's gonna be easy for MF to do damage. So in that case, like, you picked her to go 10 CS up in lane, and to swap faster than M80 carry for grubs, so you get like tempo on like a lot of early game swap timers. I just don't think, yeah, it's like a real strat for low elo team like this. They should probably stick to playing. Well, Varus was banned, but like they could have played Corki, who just kind of does damage no matter what's happening. Who else? Trist has the possibility of just like, even if you're literally the worst player in the world, if like something goes right for you, you might just kill everyone. You know? Kind of gives me like old Jinx vibes.
Yeah, I mean, she's a lot weaker in lane, no?
Yeah, she is,
Like-
but I think you kind of need to almost like hope that something goes well for you. Like, you can't play like you can't draft like a huge pussy. Like, you have to, I don't know. If I was on a low elo team like this, I would try to get.
You can just
It's
easily
kinda like
fall
wild
over
card picks
in like
going.
every lane, can't you? If you pick all weak lanes. Assuming
Yeah.
Azir is not going to be winning as well.
Oh,
Oh.
shit! XU just.
Was Ezreal open?
Oh.
Ezra was open, yeah. I think.
Isn't that like Scary Jerry's main? They should play that.
It is. He's actually pretty good at Ezreal. I'm not gonna lie. He's clean on it. Maybe they don't want to crutch on it too much. It's BO1, so that's weird. He probably could have just done it.
I mean, they haven't won with anything they've done, so it is hard to feel like what you're doing is correct. Not going to lie.
My chat says Ezreal got banned in second phase, so.
I think it could have taken the
DSG's
first
just
phase.
sandbagging. They're legit sandbagging. They're hiding all their strats from main stage. It's just for seeding.
Yeah.
Oh, they want bottom seed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. If we played DSG right now, we would completely shit on them. They are so bad.
Damn.
Dude, there's no way. I don't know. I think
Are
we'd
you
be
fucking
competitive
serious?
with DSG.
Are you fucking serious?
Set it up. Set up the scrims.
Dude, we're beating up like part-time workers in college.
and Rhino
students.
have more talent than their entire duo.
Holy shit.
We beat on college students for like 2 weeks, Peter, and you think we're like good as fuck now.
No. What? I'm not delusional. Like, I know we're fucking dog shit compared to the top teams, but DSG is not a team that belongs in tier 1. they just randomly fluke their way in because.
Oh wait, it's Taylor Fritz? What the fuck?
Making a good point here. I was probably like,
wait, what?
I don't know, like 30, 40-ish in the world, yeah.
Okay, there you have it. The correlation. League of Legends will make you better.
Tennis man?
You also got to meet 100 Thieves
Tennis man.
FlyQuest prior
Holy
to this.
shit.
How was
He
that
just looks
experience?
like he plays
Yeah, it
tennis.
was really cool. I mean, I watch a good amount of League. I'm friends.
You got an
with
inspired
the
jersey?
org of 100 Thieves as well. So
He just looks like he
yeah,
plays
it's just
tennis
cool to
straight
see
up.
all the guys that I guess been watching play.
Do you have a favorite team in the league?
I guess just because of my biases, I usually cheer for 100 Thieves, but I don't. They're playing FlyQuest today, and I just met all the FlyQuest guys, so.
Dude, that's
they're all super
crazy.
cool, so.
All right, we're not going to make you choose. We're not going to make you choose here.
He looks like Vander
I'm kind of
from
wondering,
Arcane. No?
even though you've achieved a lot in
Wait,
tennis,
wait, wait.
what is
Did they
your,
say
like,
he's number
what's
4
the most
in the
important
world?
gaming
Yeah.
achievement? Because you've
Yeah.
played
In
a
the
lot
US.
of video games for quite a long time.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
super
it's
good.
always
He's
been
made like
a
20 million
long
in
time. I think
prize money from
there's like
tennis.
a lot of stuff that I guess gives me a lot of
Jesus.
satisfaction, but I think the biggest thing I'd say was during COVID, I got
He
to
looks like
get a
young-
chance to
young
play in
Vander.
a lot of those like celebrity influencer type just gaming events across various games, and doing all that stuff, winning a lot of that. I was able to raise, I mean, well over 500 grand for charities just through winning these like influencer type events. So I think that's something I'm really proud of.
That's huge. That's huge. And
Influencer
winning all
gaming
those really
events
good
you talking
too.
about?
What was the
On top of
question?
it.
He's just
All right,
flexing
well,
about how
final
much
question.
money he just made
What is
for
your
charity.
prediction who's
For
gonna win?
charity,
Not
he's
your
What's the
favorite
question,
team,
though?
but
Gaming
100
accomplishment
Thieves
is
and
he won a
FlyQuest.
bunch of
Just
stuff
who's
and
gonna
won money
take
for
it?
charity. That's cool.
Oh, okay. No, I just
mean,
didn't hear the
think-
question. I was
think
just
all
curious
those
how
are
I got
my
to that.
favorites,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I'm a call
He,
the upset.
he was literally asked about his
100
best
Thieves it is.
accomplishment in gaming.
Oh, okay.
Ready, set, go.
He's calling for 100 Thieves to beat FlyQuest. I actually don't know how much of an upset that is. FlyQuest is like booming and fucking have a 6-man roster, which is like probably the worst news you can ever have when you're a part of a team is that you're about to do a 6-man roster, and 100 Thieves is on the upswing, so I think it's pretty even.
Go from 10% charge to 80% charge in just 24
Is
Yeah,
FlyQuest
I really don't understand why they're getting another top laner. I don't get it.
Oh, Fly, yeah. Seems weird.
Does
I
Boopo
mean,
like not want to
I
play?
understand why. I mean, they believe, as a team or as a coaching staff, they believe that Bwipo is not the future, so they're going to pretend that the 6-man roster is this like fair and square thing, but really they're looking to get somebody to replace Bwipo.
LTA deals only on Uber Eats.
Damn.
Now, does
Well,
Bwipo
shit.
deserve to be replaced? I don't think so. I think Bwipo is playing pretty well, but that's what they think. The
I
only
feel
thing
like
that
you
makes
should
sense.
never replace like your most popular player, like the face of your
Okay, but what about
team brand wise.
What about
That's
Guma and
such a bad
Smash?
idea.
I think
Is it the same logic with
Really, they
Guma
do
and
the same thing with
Smash?
Guma and Smash, yeah. They believe they're going to perform better with a certain player, and they're going to pretend to the community that it's a 6-man roster, when the reality is they have a starting roster, and then they have a backup in case the new guy doesn't meet their expectations. In that case, Guma's there in case Smash doesn't meet the expectations, but they believe in Smash more. I think it's going to be the same thing here. I mean, I don't really understand how they're getting 6-man rosters any other way. Oh, we're all part of the same team, bro. Everyone's here to support each other. Bwipo, you're here to help him. He's here to help you. Yeah, fucking right, dude. Like, come on. Like, let's live in reality here. You're not going to help the guy that's here to take your job.
But you have to pretend like you are.
Of course you do, because if you go to the community in an interview and you say, "No, I'm totally against 6-man rosters," guess what the community's going to say? Paycheck stealing idiot. You deserve to be replaced.
What?
I mean, if you were Bwipo getting interviewed about if you're happy or not that there's someone right here being your new 6th man, and you say anything other than "Yep," I love it, it's going to help me improve, then, the community is going to destroy you.
True. Wait. I didn't get a single one of my fucking fantasy champs picked by C9. Are you shitting me right now?
What?
This is so sad. Are you guys playing Fantasy LCS? I mean LTA North.
No. Is it epic, dude?
It's pretty epic, yeah. Wait, what? Abadage got 0.7 points that game? What? No way.
Oh.
I mean, Eugene, you were on a 10-man roster, right, on CLG, and it was like a terrible time because you guys were not the best team overall, but did you feel like there was a real feeling that everyone wanted their other, you know, 80 carry, mid, jungle thing? Did they genuinely want that other guy to, you know, wish him the best and want him to get as amazing at the game as possible? Did you feel that? That you were all one team?
We actually put together a pros and cons list. I'm going to throw my glasses on. You can't see it, but I'm going official today because we're going to have a debate, me and Emily.
And
he's gone. He's fucking dead.
I'm a believer that 100 Thieves...
I'm curious because I've been in a lot of these situations. The one time I was doing it was with Tactical, which was very short. It only lasted like a month and a half or something, so it wasn't really bad at all. And I actually had the mentality of, I don't give a fuck. I don't really need to be on Team Liquid. I can join any team that I want. And so I joined TSM, and we beat him. But anyways, anyone who's on those like 6, 7, 10-man rosters, I'm so curious about their perspective because I feel like the longer it goes, it can like really change the dynamic of feeling like you're fighting the other guy for your job. Just want to know what it's like.
So far in 2025, that's just a false narrative by this point. I see.
So you joined TSM and you beat them?
I was gonna say, like, is this you
Yep.
saying?
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's pretty sick.
It's the positive spin.
I don't give a fuck. I mean, the thing is, the better player will play, right?
You're kind of a
If
badass for
If your
that.
teammates don't believe in you, then my mentality is, I'm not here to convince my teammates that I'm better. That if they don't trust in me, it's kind of like a broken trust in a relationship, right? Like, I'm not here to prove myself to my teammates that, you know, I deserve the spot. I don't care.
So you feel like it's an open relationship?
No, I think it's like I'm gonna remove myself from the relationship and find a new relationship. And
yeah, but you feel like the 6th man is like an open relationship where they're like, instead of outright breaking up, they just say they want an open relationship.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that's how it's presented. It's always presented that way. Oh, 6 people, 1 team. No, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're dog shit for sure.
Tell me with a straight face that money that's spent on the 6th man could not have been, you know, you'd not rather prefer it either go to you or to the coaching staff, or, you know, tell me that you're actually being a better player by having half as much scrim time, please. Like, just walk me through how that works. You play half as much with your team.
It fires you up. It makes you really fight for your spot. Motivates you.
And I know that people are gonna have, you know, their own Reddit opinion of like, well, watching somebody play can be just as productive, even more productive than you playing yourself. You're gonna have a perspective that, you know, you're not gonna have by playing, and it's like, yeah, if you fucking suck at the game, then yeah, if you're literally dog shit at the game and you can't assess your own play correctly or take feedback from your teammates, then maybe you do need to sit down and watch someone take your job. But I think for like 90+% of pro players, it's going to be way better to play with your teammates and get feedback than to play half as much and watch somebody else while you're literally cucking yourself. So I think that's like pretty much a PR answer that a lot of the coaches say is like, well, this is going to be better for both of them. But I don't think so.
Yes, absolutely.
As the favorite, I would say.
Yeah, Jet, you're the moderator. Do I get a chance to rebuttal?
You ain't wrong.
From the looks of it, yeah, because we're not ready to go to the game.
You ain't wrong. But I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a guaranteed horrible decision for the team's success. This is the thing, but I do think it's always weird for the players.
It's because
I don't think it'll
CFO
ever
did
sit
well. CFO had their fucking wacky top lane situation, and now everyone's
Yeah.
looking at that and going, "Oh, they're so smart. Look how
I will
well
say,
they did."
The exceptions always prove the rule. It's so notable that they were successful with the 6-man roster. It's so interesting because it normally never happens. So to use them as an example for why it's good, I would use them as an example of, wow, what a rare sight of this actually working out. But if almost every single top team was doing it, then it would prove the rule that it's good.
I know you're a big CLG fan.
I'm a huge CLG fan.
Are you trying to give 100 Thieves CLG energy? Is
They
that what you're doing
absolutely
right now?
already have CLG energy, which is
That's
partly why they're so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Does this make me a true 100 Thieves fan, though?
I think it makes you a
Because
TSM fan at that point.
How dare you?
That's an insult.
No, but like, because
When's my boy Pope coming back?
I love towards teams.
He was a part of one of the greatest 10-man rosters of all time.
By tearing them down.
And let's talk about what we agree on, right? Because you already said you love watching them play. Like, they're a fun team to watch, right?
And I think a lot of it, again, comes down to, like, if you are going to pick these.
He was part of the Bud Light Ace, wasn't he?
You're going to be relying on the mechanics, because like I don't agree with your.
Dude, we were literally talking about that yesterday.
Right now, I think he's the mid to beat in this league. Then you look at
God damn.
refighting, and like I remember a key point in the last game against TL where Azale was like, yeah, they're definitely not going to fight this. I think they should.
Bobo's illustrious career boils down to he got Bud Light Ace.
Right, so it's like it's stuff like that.
That's what he's known for the most in the league community. Well played.
I really disagree with it too much because I thought TL had already kind of turned the tide in that game. However, it is about choosing when to fight and what your setups are, which I actually do think they've improved on a lot. It's something they need to continue improving on further.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It's the shotgun method. Something's gonna hit the target. You just take all the shots you can, and eventually you'll hone it in and get really good. And I think that this could be their split. If not summer, for sure this year, I think 100 Thieves will win a title. But Jet, as the moderator, I mean,
100 Thieves will win a title. Holy.
I'm still gonna favor FlyQuest in this game.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait a sec.
To lie to me and tell me FBI was better than Yon and Masu.
Are they in the basement? Or am I seeing shit?
They're in the locker, yeah.
What the hell? I guess I missed the last draft, so I didn't see it.
You're favoring FBI in this matchup against.
I mean, look how
Yo,
close
where's
they
the
are.
crowd at? Show me the crowd.
There are crowds out there cheering for Valorant.
We have a Zale looking at us from off screen. He's the resident Misfortune hater. I hate FBI on Misfortune. I want FBI.
Let's go,
FlyQuest. I want him on things that he can make the space and make the plays happen. Because
Dude, I feel like the MF thing. I still think MF should be building lethality. I don't get the BT build. To me, that shit is so useless.
Lethality build certainly does more damage.
You also are just like, you run around the map with Ghost Blade.
To me, has historically been why FlyQuest beats 100 Thieves.
And I mean, it gives you some safety as well in fights. Like, people are always like, yeah, but BT makes your strut not get broken. It's like, wow, that is so useful.
I'll just say, for me, the main thing that really kind of sucks about playing MF is if there's not two targets being presented, you lose two sources of damage. You lose your passive, and your W uptime is like terrible now because the cooldown is. Let me see. Without resets on your passive, the cooldown on W is 12 seconds and it lasts 4. No, yeah. So you have 33% uptime on your W steroid, and you don't have a passive. But if there are two targets being presented, then you get insane amount of damage. You're constantly swapping between them. You have 100% W uptime. I just hate that dynamic so much, where it feels like so coin flippy whether or not you're actually going to do damage. So many what ifs.
Varus banned.
Versus FlyQuest. I'm excited for this head-to-head.
Absolutely. I mean, we don't have a match of the week anymore, but on the dive, we said this is our match of the week.
Let's go.
This is the match of the week, whether you like it or not.
You are the authority on this matter. If there is
the
no official
match
ranking
of the week.
Yeah.
declarer.
You got this.
And thus I declare
York
this
incoming.
match of the week.
It is the match of the week. Let's do it. We also have the two best
York does seem
mid
pretty
laners
strong,
in the
yeah.
league going up against each other, and that is just always so fun to watch.
Yeah. Quid and quad. A lot of power in
saw this
those letters,
short
you know?
on YouTube about Broxa. He was like watching a Yorick jungle one trick. There's some ridiculous stuff happening. Apparently, you can have your ghouls solo red while you're invading enemy blue.
Wait, what?
You do what?
Here, let me find it. YouTube.
That's
Broxa,
not
Yorick.
balanced.
Giga Yorick jungle?
Sorry.
I know Shaco can do some bullshit like that.
Yorick, Broxa, Yorick, jungle. Here it is.
Meteos neurons fired.
Huh?
Okay, fuck the drop.
Second
I'm gonna
the
skip
God
to the
York
part where I'm
jungle.
talking about.
We drag the ball over, so we hit it in a way where this dies on its way to the jungle item burn.
You can't pick Nidalee and Sejuani.
So we can hit and run.
Come on, dude.
I just don't understand why that's even allowed to be in the game. Why are his ghouls soloing the red? It's just.
We can quickly skill our W
I think that he
to aggro the
has
camp,
really upgraded this
and
team.
then we can focus on the big one.
Took 100 Thieves
Then you need to hit the big one with your
someone
E,
who is
drags
a
all the ghouls
solid
over.
team to being an actual title contender.
And
right?
this is
I
the
do think
invade
FBI,
clear. So the invade
such
clear
a big
is the one that
part
you
of
would exclusively use if you're going to
It
invade.
was always like, well, I
So you
sure
pretty
hope
much clear it like that.
can 2v5, you know,
Yeah, either reds, that's going to send over 5
And
ghouls,
they didn't
and
really
you go
have a lot of
straight to their
faith,
glory.
you know,
Now you'll
outside
notice
of
the
that,
time I get
but
there
now, you know,
will be
Ayla's been
between
playing a lot better.
255 to
FBI
58.
is a pretty big upgrade down on the
Now
bot lane.
that's usually
and that
fast,
is going to be
close
something
enough time
very,
to
very
actually
strong. We
contest
can see
smite on the
Nico
blue,
gets locked in.
and my
I'm
red is
expecting that to be
secure,
Nico
so I will
support for
get my
Busio.
red
This is something that's
regardless.
actually
Wait, these ghouls fully solo red?
We drag the ball.
It almost looks like a bug. It almost looks like the red is not doing damage to the ghouls. Like
That is
how's
not
the red
normally.
Yeah.
Also, obviously one of the best pairings with
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. Like that stuff, no way.
That sounds like some
should be
shit
allowed
they
to be in
would
the game.
fucking
Yeah.
not allow.
He's literally soloing the camp while being in the enemy.
Wait,
jungle.
chat said it already got nerfed.
Oh, okay.
But just look to poke and prod and chip down this bot lane and win it that way. And because it's early in
That's
draft,
funny.
you can even go for like more of an
Right, so that shit was like, huh? Hell no.
If that is what they decide is going to be the best case scenario here.
I mean, long range, non-committal type of
I feel like Xin Zhao is heavily underrated. Every time I play against him, I feel like he's so hard to deal with.
He seems like the best jungler right now to me as well.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that. I think he's just very versatile, and maybe the one thing that he isn't that great against is like a bunch of melees who just get on him, and his ulti's not that useful. But I don't know. Oh yeah, Eugene, I was gonna ask you. Now that you're on different.
What?
We're talking about the 6-man roster thing with FlyQuest, and
Yep.
when you were on CLG and you guys had the 10-man roster, did it really feel like you guys were all on one team, or did you have like camaraderie with
We
the
had a
other guy
10-man
and try and
roster?
help each other improve?
Wait, we didn't have a 10-man roster.
What? You guys got replaced by the academy team, I thought. I guess it's not a 10-man roster then, huh?
I don't think that was me, no.
You weren't part of the Bud Light Ace?
I was there. We didn't get replaced by the academy roster.
These are the two picks that Bwipo actually brought out last week that he was kind of cooking with. The Yorick
Hmm.
and the Vlad.
I was like getting subbed in and out, but everyone else was the
This
same.
is kind of the Bwipo factor, you know, where he has this unique champion.
Oh,
He's
well,
drawing
why was it called a Bud Light
like
Ace then?
Whipple and Jace, but he's also drawing
Because
bans
the
like
video
he's kinda one of the
was
only
like
ones
sponsored.
I thought
By Bud Light.
I thought the Ace was everyone on the team getting replaced. That was
No,
that was
the
part of
the
why
ace
it's
was
called
just a meme from the broadcast itself. Like that was the ace at the time, the Bud Light ace, and then Bud Light
Yeah,
also
yeah.
sponsored CLG.
I see.
Yeah, Sneaky knows the lore.
Okay, wow. I'm glad you like clarified that, because in my mind it was all 5 of you guys got swapped out, but it was literally just you got swapped out for RJS after that LCS weekend.
Swapped out
Okay.
for RJS is wild.
especially something like we always think of Lux as Caitlyn's traditional.
And the team started performing.
Lux's Q can hit
Jokes.
through Nico's snare can hit through minions as well.
Does he still play? I haven't heard that name in a while.
Walk up and try to contest for these creeps.
He
Somebody
played in
told me
open
that Argus
qualifiers,
was
I
playing
saw.
the open qualifier. Yeah. How did his team do? I don't remember like who was playing with them.
Yep, gonna be Ari, and they were already hovering that Gnar for quite a long time, so it does make sense. It is just going to be the Gnar. We'll see what the answer
Is Caitlyn good?
Whippo on 5. As a lot of this
I'm 1 in 12 on her in solo queue. She's pretty good.
Ooh. Wait, you played more games?
Holy fuck,
Yeah, I had
Busio Ash.
in my game.
Wait,
I was-
Busio Fiddlesticks.
like
Busio's
a
been playing
builder.
Fiddlesticks in all my games.
He has definitely his own unique
Don't play Fiddlesticks, man.
Who's? Oh, I see. So
Gragas.
Oh, it's Nico support.
Yeah, I was like, what? Like,
Gragas top.
Yone top, Nico mid, and Fiddle. No, it's Nico Caitlyn. That makes sense. It's kind of very similar to Lux Caitlyn. Mage with Druid.
Wait, you're only
combo.
1 in 11 on Caitlyn.
Oh, okay. Thank God. Doing way better. Is Caitlyn good? I think she can be good. Yeah. I think you don't ever go Gathering Storm on Caitlyn and you go free boost and cookies, and then you just try to do the generic build path of like Yuntal IE LDR, and you're kind of like a really budget Tristana with like a good early game. That's my theory. If I had to play her, that's kind of what I'd be going for right here.
This bot matchup is super freaky, no?
It's very spicy indeed. Very spicy.
It's gonna go crazy when they farm for 5 minutes and then go top lane and then farm top lane for 5 minutes. Let's see this shit.
Yeah.
Let's freaking go. Alright, what if you can't recall until you fucking die? Like ARAM.
That would be a great change to the game. Yeah, I'm glad that you're in charge of designing.
What? Everyone loves ARAM. Why not bring it over?
Dude, what if you just had random augments pop up? Oh my god,
Nah,
I just
that's
thought of
cringe,
something.
that's
They might
cringe.
actually somehow port that system in next season. Like, just like a mini version of augments or something.
Yeah, I actually don't think augments are like actually as cool as they might seem at first.
Why?
I feel like they kind of just
They
get
could
weird.
do that, like
I
they
don't
could
think they
copy
port
Dota
into
and
every
do, like,
game.
balance.
Yeah,
You just
yeah, they
hate
could do crazy
roguelikes.
freaky stuff.
I just don't think they pour into every game type. Like they're cool for when they make sense. But it's just like a disgusting RNG element added into like any competitive format. I think is kind of fucking weird.
You're doublet
Unless-
moderator.
Disgusting.
Okay, I mean like a game that can be balanced way more instead of like running random RNG that has huge influence over an outcome of a game. I think is really bad.
So you think TFT shouldn't have augments?
No, TFT is already RNG. Not the entirety of it, but like the game is kind of RNG based, and I think adding more layers onto that is fine.
How is TFT RNG?
You know, random ass shop, random fucking items, random ass carousel. God, I fucking hate the carousel.
Yeah, bro, why is it not just chess?
You
No random
hate
small?
augments, you hate the carousel.
No, I don't hate augments. I don't hate augments. I said augments don't work for every game genre.
Whippo's bizarre counter picks. Vladimir versus Gwen. Here we have Aatrox. I don't think Aatrox is a counter to Rumble or to Tanar, is it? I think it's just kind of one of those.
Is Aatrox
skill
even
matchups.
good right now? I feel like Aatrox is dog shit.
Oh, I don't think he's that bad. No. I think he's just okay. Kind of scales better the more setup your team has. I feel like it's very hard to play Aatrox unless there's like other forms of CC. People going in, lock people down, so you can get like your sweet spot combo. In this game, I feel like he's actually set up pretty well. I remember when I played with Impact, the way that he thought about Aatrox was like, how easy is it for him to get a reset? And before that point, I never thought of Aatrox as a reset champ, but then it kind of made sense. That's like a huge part of his kit is literally just getting the like move speed and HP from his ulti and extending it and stuff. That kind of changed the way I thought about him. Like I thought he was just kind of like a regular bruiser, but kind of like does want a reset early in the fight. Wow. See what happened bot lane? FPI based on wave 4. He's -5 on 3 waves, 14 CS out of 19, and he's based on the cannon wave, so he's gonna lose the cannon. This is horrible.
That makes it really, really hard. You know, he's drawing bans, he's doing things, and he can also still play these meta picks that are more standard.
Okay, why did he go back bot there instead of top?
They did a staggered base. If they had double base, then he would go top. But Ayla stayed for XP, so him going top there would make no sense.
Okay. Oh! Oh, is he dead?
Oh, you guys are so happy.
Maybe?
Oh my god.
Wow, I feel like if he did it sooner, he would have got the kill. He was like waiting to see if he could get another auto.
Oh. Okay, I'm definitely behind
That's still
you guys.
really good, no?
Still so good, yes. Unbelievably good.
Now does Fly go top here?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is awkward.
Just send it, bro.
This is absolutely the nightmare of... Even if they die, even if 100 Thieves dies here, which one of them is 100% going to die, this is going to be really good for them. Wow.
That's good for them?
Oh my god, it's such a good death. And Kalista has tempo for swap now.
Dude, no, you don't swap here. You go bot and collect that wave you just set up.
He's swapping.
No,
swapping.
Sniper's 1 HP. You fucking idiot, Sniper. Why'd you get with Chung? Now you have to swap.
Oh, yo.
No, Nars
St. John's about to assassinate
TP,
Caitlyn.
Peter. Nars TP. He's going to TP bot and get there first.
Oh, I know. That's why it's so good.
Oh! Doesn't even need the TP. Look at this fat-ass wave.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Wait, so why was it bad for Kalista to swap here?
No.
Because he said
the
so.
greedier thing
Don't question
to do here
him.
is to collect the 2 waves bot rather than the single solo wave top. But as you know, I don't try to make the best play for the team. I try to make the best play for me. So I would definitely try to somehow gaslight my team into thinking it's better for me to go bot.
Is it greedy for Monster to go for this?
Because you were disgusted because the 80 wasn't going to get this wave. That was the only reason why you hated it.
Yep.
In
Do
conclusion.
you not know anything about me, or like what's even going on here? What are we talking about?
Inspired in his natural habitat, the lane brush on the side.
Ooh.
Like, yeah, of course the ADC needs to go fucking top here at 6 minutes, but like, dude, there's 2 waves bot that you just set up on a good death. Like, if I can't get that wave.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn,
Wow.
Team player.
Back in here.
We are definitely getting
What
a
is this
peek behind the
fucking
veil right now.
jungler doing? What is he doing?
Pause. Our jungler DC. Pause. Our jungler DC.
He's at 0 APM.
Look,
Okay,
go
he's
now.
here.
What, you think you should be fucking wiggling around in the bush or what? They're gonna watch the replay and be like, damn, he was in that bush for 3 minutes.
That play literally needed to work, or it would have been so cursed. That would have been Kalista Renata having first move on Grubs. It was such a turning point of the game, right? Because they were probably about to get Grubs themselves, and it turns into enemy getting 3 Grubs, and death on Kalista's lane.
My.
Brutal.
Oh.
Huh?
Okay.
What a spicy fight!
Oh.
Holy and Renata
Does
flashes
Quid
in
get
for
out?
fun there.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Maybe.
You should have autoed red buff for the return.
He's walking
Yeah,
into
he's
the whole
looking
team.
amazing here. He's looking so good, Meteos. I think he lives.
Yeah, he should be fine.
Literally 3 dudes waiting for him.
Oh, nice by Mouse. Nice view there.
Is that Zaya in every replay?
Yeah.
Why
it
is Zaya
it
doing the replays?
They're showing off the skin.
they're able to go back over the wall. This was bold.
my
I don't know what it's
God.
called.
For sure. I guess they just
It's
felt
called
like
replays.
they had to make some sort of a play, and then that looked like a misclick from Alex.
Oh, I see.
And he used the bailout on quad instead of on river there. So they were a little bit stacked. I think that was a misclick, and that definitely hurts them. As
Oh no, Ayla flash W's the wrong guy.
that play worked out. Bailout on the wrong target. That is
Happens.
critical. I don't know if they would have had enough juice. To
God
actually
damn it, Bill
get the
win.
reset and then maybe
Why?
the fight go very differently. It's hard to say. But either way, going to be a frustrating moment when you commit your flash and doesn't go where you want it.
I think we have more
Wait, what game time are you guys at? I might actually still be behind after speeding up 5 times.
27, 8,
What?
9, 30, 21,
I stand with Sneaky.
33, 34, 35,
Okay,
6.
one-
Wait, if you
Wow.
misclick Renata W, you should just use the champion portraits. You can't misclick those.
True.
You know what I've noticed is it's pretty meta for players to turn those off now because that's how you do like the backwards skill shots on your teammates. So you want to turn off like clicking on portraits as the aiming thing.
Oh, you mean like on accident?
Especially when you're playing in
Ezreal,
challengers.
Jinx, Ash arrows, like just like hawk shotting on top of your teammates on accident rather than like using them, random parts of the screen.
I mean,
Wait,
bottom
if
left, top left.
that works for like enemy skill shots, like in Ezreal ult. If you target your ally's portrait, it'll shoot at your ally.
I think so, yeah.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
that's how you do. That's literally how that happens. Where you see someone doing a fucking like completely cringe combo where they go like they ult backwards onto their teammate. You're like, well, how did he do that? And it's because at the bottom right of your screen, you can turn off the ability for you to. It's not even an ability. It's like the possibility of like you to hover over a teammate's portrait and aim your skill shot there. I've turned that off. I forgot what it's called. It's like disabled something champion portrait something in interface.
I mean, you can definitely turn off mini-map targeting, I think.
I
I
still
think
use
you did
mini-map
that.
targeting for like hawk shots and stuff, so I keep that on. But the other thing, I cringed to death one time when I shot my Jinx rocket at a teammate, so then I just turned it off forever.
Wait, why does it let you aim at a teammate like that? That's so weird. I thought that would
I think
only
it's just the
work
way the
for
game's
ally
coded,
targeted
right? Like,
stalls.
This time Sniper doing well.
it must be just the way the game's coded from like a long ass time ago.
Did have counter pick. He was last pick on red side, and it is Sniper with those slight advantages thus far as the CS is concerned.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, honestly, guys, like, if you play with stuff like Zillion and Lulu, maybe you just turn it on and off depending on the game that you're in. Could be actually really useful, but I play AD carry, so I'm just keeping it off.
Amp specific settings. Oh.
It's interesting. I'm kind of curious.
A feature that the right client will never have.
I mean, you do have a little slow.
Until League of Legends 2. Oh ho ho! Coming soon.
More important, just getting a little bit of a slow for a chase down or
League of Legends 2?
Yep.
Yo, is this
They might need
Lethality
that, bro.
Callista?
That's the only thing I can think of too.
It is.
Oh,
it
two?
is.
Lethality Callista?
That more than movement speed out of the brush or the additional HP.
Yup.
You know, when you do evolve those smites, it's possible. It was just
It's
like a
definitely a bit strange. I don't know if...
so if they win, maybe we can actually.
Nah, we're just giving 6 grubs. GG's. GG.
It is definitely very atypical.
Yeah. Well, they're
Guess we don't
2K
want to win.
down. They're 2K down, and the enemy team is playing a very early game comp, so... But I don't even know if 100 Thieves is... No, 100 Thieves also is playing early game comp.
100 Thieves comp is way more early game. They have Ari Callista as solos.
And Sniper's gonna be able to get the demolished
And soon.
get at least another plate. So they do grab some gold down on the bot side, but it is nearly
I was just thinking Caitlyn Nico, but then I realized...
and it is 6 grubs to 0. No dragons being taken by either side.
Callisto
Yeah, this
Renata's
game's looking a bit
supposed to be-
Jover.
Does that lane
True.
scale bad? I feel like Caitlyn and Nico both scale great. Like Nico can 1v9 fights later, and Caitlyn goes full crit.
I think there's like a dead zone in the middle of the game where Caitlyn is just like really bad. And it's kind of the area between like laning phase and like super late game where you have like LDR, IE, and all your crit items combining. Where Caitlyn does nothing. And I feel like that's the phase in the game, that like awkward like 1 to 3 items where like Callista Renata's really strong.
And I feel like 100 Thieves' job trying to contest neutral objectives in the mid game will be very difficult.
I am on your side though. I think Nico is really good and really underplayed. I think she's just really hard to play.
Walking through potential poke from Busio, and you know if you do overcommit into that, throw out the Sejuani ult.
It's really easy to just grief the game, but
There's so much CC there to follow.
so hard to play against a good Nico.
CC hits. So FlyQuest are going to be able to grab this. River says, you know what, it's not even worth risking it. If he goes in, he's very likely to die. So it'd be a really
Turn into a
low percentage
minion.
play. So it's just going to sacrifice that, and it is going to be first dragon of the game for FlyQuest.
First dragon of the game and third neutral objective on top of their first to 3 kills means
If you got cooking here.
snag the
Oh.
empowered boots off of that objective take as well. Everything going their way here in the early game. 100 Thieves are going to have to stop this bleeding. It's not like the game is so far away from them that they're just
Roa Ari once again.
they really need to find
Oh,
something to go
wow,
their way
nice
here.
by Bwipo.
And I was checking in on the Sejuani thing to see if it's something that's getting popular in solo queue, but yeah, there's almost no purchases of Red Smite on Sejuani in solo queue either, so definitely not super popular build, but yeah, maybe we can find out from
In LEC today, Skarner rushed 4 Giants belts.
What? No.
No. At that point, you like misclicked, and you're like, I'm gonna just pretend this is on purpose and get a couple more.
There's no way you could do that while trying to win the game.
Maybe it's good.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Maybe everyone should be doing that.
I don't really understand Heartsteel on Sedge Jungle at all. I watched a video where Freak was saying that Heartsteel's like one of the lowest win rate items on on ton of champs, but it's just good on like 2. I forgot what champs those were.
Skarner for sure would be one of them. Oh no, River!
Oh!
Yeah, they're just losing every skirmish, to be honest. It's kind of depressing.
Yeah, quad TP's in as well to try to help cover. That was very close to actually getting a number of kills. It was a really good hostile takeover.
Opportunity? Is that normal?
What?
What the hell?
What?
Oh, banana combo.
What's a banana
What's a
combo?
banana?
What? You guys don't know about banana combo? You guys
Nope.
are so out of touch.
What is it? Explain it like I'm stupid as
It's
shit.
what he just did. It's what he just did. You fucking.
Oh, okay, but like why? Why is it banana? What's the
E
name?
ulti, it does nothing, and then you snap back because it looks like a banana.
How does it look like a fucking banana? Do I? How?
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. Banana. Banana. Oh, banana.
Mayone.
How the fuck does anyone even see the banana? It's like a very, it's like you drew a banana, but like I would never think of that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, in the mid game where
Banana.
You guys know that emote?
really strong again on 2-3 items as Caitlyn. You know, once you have that
Do I know the
No?
what?
Which one?
stuff built up, got really early Yuntal, going to be working towards an IE second, very likely. And then, you know, once that third item comes in, Caitlyn is really
Nothing, forget about
Mayone.
it.
Did you just say
Nothing,
Mayone?
forget about it.
Especially with so many champions there for counter engage.
Mayone is a classic.
Build space around her. If you just try to send everything at Caitlyn, and then you get hit by the Nico ult and the Sejuani.
That is old as fuck. A banana combo I've never heard before though.
Nico is such a powerful anti-dive tool with what Pop Blossom does. I mean, we've talked about this before in previous metas where Nico has been more popular, but that champion is such a heaven or hell teamfight experience based on the efficacy of the ulti, right?
No, honestly though, I was really thinking. I feel like next season for League is like do or die for at least for NA League of Legends being like able to revive a bit.
Next season
Like
being
the game or
what?
pro season?
Summer?
The game and the pro scene as well. I mean, the viewership is horrendous, and there's like way less players this season than there ever have been. You can check on OPGG or any of those stat sites.
Why do you think the next one decides?
Because like I think like
Are there way
It's
less
like
players? I think it's like
self-decider.
it's all
the
about
same.
momentum. It's all about momentum. Yeah, last season I checked was like on YouTube. I was looking at one of my old videos, and there was 1.2 million unranked, and this season it's 900K. So they lost about a quarter. I mean, you could argue some of those are Smurfs, but
I deadass don't think that's true.
okay.
I'm pulling up the numbers.
Okay.
Dead ass.
Like wait, where are you pulling up the numbers? Because you can look on OPGG, right, on how many players are playing ranked this season by going to leaderboard, and then there's the only way that I did it was like I looked at that same stats last year. Like,
When,
looking at
though?
how many people are playing on NA versus like other regions and stuff.
I
What
pulled
time
up
of
the
the year?
numbers, and it's true. At this time last year, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 8 summoners, so 1.2 million, and currently there's 976,000.
Oh
So
my
Where have all the
God.
summoners gone?
fifth left.
How did you find
Summon.
that? How did you find like where did you find that stat? I had to go on YouTube for it.
Internet Archive.
Oh. Fuck. I've never used that in my life. I'm actually teaching me tech. But yeah. I feel like last year was boosted up a lot by Arcane. It's like my theory. Hold on.
Oh, that's
Hold on.
true.
What was in
That's
there?
actually true.
Ooh, the Sedge ulti goes wide. River's 1 HP though. Hello? Anyone? No damage? Okay. Happens.
Wow, 0 kills and all that.
Dude, FlyQuest is legit just walking around taking everything. 6 grubs, 2 drakes. They've got bot and top turret. Like, well, actually, 100 Thieves has bot turret, so it was a trade earlier. I don't know. The game just feels so doomed for 100 Thieves. I feel like it could have went either way. It all just depended on how this spicy early game would have went.
Yeah, I think it's hard to play from
Aggressive?
behind.
Yeah. I feel like both comps just can take a lead and run with it pretty easily. Oh my God, Quid, no.
Yeah, good little bit of pressure because even though
Someone in my chat says EUS has 2.3 million active players. I mean, that seems about right. I feel like LEC is about 2 to 2.5 times bigger than
Get ready to
LTA.
learn European, buddy.
Yeah.
European.
I think
Oh, which language is that?
Compared to the stats, though, I think EU has always had more overall players. Like, they just have a way bigger population, so they've always had more players. But, like, our scene felt pretty close.
Wait, is that
You know.
ranked players or all players?
I mean, we're comparing apples to apples. Yeah, no, it's not all players. It's just people who play ranked, but yeah.
Yeah, I think NA definitely has more casual players. A-rammers, normal games,
like,
Swift play.
You just feel like Europeans don't play as much ARAM. Like, I don't know. I think it's.
Yep, exactly, and that's why they've kind of had these members around here for such a long time. Masu just gonna be throwing out the ult, trying to
Europeans hate ARAM, confirmed.
and see if he can actually get it on this.
I'm not gonna lie.
Busio kind of covering him on the side, and it looks like
I never really understood people who mained ARAM. But Spica, literally on TSM in 2020, Spica, Tactical, Mabry, and like everyone would just literally hard spam ARAM like 24/7. Like they were just hard addicted, playing it like 4 or 5 hours a day.
God,
Very addicted to ARAM.
No.
Yeah, I can't even imagine why they would be doing that.
No. You think, okay, I know you're going to say, oh, it's because they're like trying to eat it on ARAM. They did it at 5 stacks, all friends, no girls involved whatsoever.
No women.
Oh, that is
oh
weird.
my
Then.
God.
They were
No
top
women.
on the ARAM
No women.
ladder. And they're literally like high elo ARAM 5 stacking. It was insane.
Why did you feel the need to include that detail?
Yeah, why is that relevant?
You're gonna say, oh, the only reason why they're playing ARAM is so they can go.
I wasn't
you
gonna
know,
say
like,
that.
basically, like,
Oh, they got Masu.
Damn.
wow. I'm not gonna lie, I missed completely what happened, but FlyQuest ends up barely. Oh, out of con.
They're just 2 ahead. They win 4v5 without Yone.
takes him down, survives the turn from Inspired. It just doesn't even.
Dude, this Battle Academia Zaya cut every time.
So good.
So good.
Oh,
Dude,
what a charm.
That was an insane charm, right? And then
And
he
then
goes over
he's-
and finishes the kill like that, which was pretty cool as well. That was like amazing positioning and
Yeah, that was nasty by
everything
Quid.
by Quid.
Free my man Quid. You're telling me Quad gets to win this and Quid has to lose?
Yeah.
Life is so unjust. League of Legends is so unfair.
You know, what you're saying reminds me of, have you ever watched Owner's YouTube videos? He just constantly says League is a game of luck. Like, just permanently repeating it. Just goes to show this is a game of luck, not skill. Like, when something bad happens, it's so funny.
Does he say it in English or Korean?
No, he says it in Korean, obviously.
These guys,
That'd be impressive if he said it in English.
I don't know.
I just thought that was
Korean.
so funny because I think that is how you have to think about it sometimes as a jungler too, because you're just jungling, you're payphoning your camps, and then
Yeah, that's all
horrible
junglers
shit
really
happens in
do.
one lane, you're just like, yeah, it just happens, guys. League's a game of luck.
How else did Owner win
Heartsteel
Worlds
proc.
twice, other than just getting really lucky?
Yeah, pretty much. No, he gets so tilted in his solo queue games. It actually makes me kind of happy because like when I see a
What
world
the hell,
champion get
dude?
that tilted. Hold on, Inspired is getting butt hucked. Goodbye.
Withdrawing?
Withdraw.
Oh, he should have prioed on Heartsteel stacks here. Big misplay from Inspired.
Yeah, if he had like 30 more HP from start, so it's probably a good item.
Oh, we gotta
shit.
go to pause. Let's fucking go.
Pop in the
Throw
egg
it in the
rolls.
microwave.
And yeah, I mean, Quid definitely having a really good fight.
Just put the eggs in the egg rolls.
Wasn't a part of it, but these two mid laners have just been so good for their teams. Some of the best players in the league, absolutely. You know, Quid obviously.
Bucio looking quite happy with himself sitting that pause.
And I feel like he is again in
He's probably thinking about those egg rolls right now.
the LTA in Split 2. He has been on a tear, but FlyQuest definitely in full control of this one. Have been looking strong.
Just got an update from producers. Bucio's
They should have the refs give the players
Bucio's
to go to egg
game-
rolls during the pause. Wouldn't that
His
be
game
insane
crash.
viral marketing? They should have the refs give them egg rolls so they can snack while they're in the pause.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Force feed the players.
Yes.
The longer the pause, the more egg rolls you have to get stuffed down
I'd
your
take
throat.
a fucking egg roll in the middle of a pause. I mean, you can't
You
even talk.
take
Let-
an
let
egg
them
roll.
snack.
That's some weird wording.
He would eat.
What?
He would ingest an egg roll. Dude, I can't. It's so greasy. You need a napkin. If I get grease on my fingers in the middle of a game, it's unplayable.
The ref is feeding it to you. Your fingers aren't involved.
Okay, then yeah. Or like I'll take like I'll just like eat it with like chopsticks.
Yeah, Bert. It was just a couple of seconds. They were right back on the map. But
now you get 200 gold for killing the false lives, and it takes them 15 seconds to respawn.
Who came up with the deep fried will be right back, put the egg rolls in? Was it somebody who fell into a coma in the 2010s?
the Flowers Otacon is actually like I really.
How would they make
In
it
the
then?
2010s? Is that what we're calling it now?
It's the only neutral
Yeah,
objective
we're calling it the 2010s, bro. Little bro. Little gup.
Not to be confused with the 1910s.
Kill the thing. If you smite it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
What do you call them, the 10s?
The tens.
The 10s. It's like kind of goes hard.
Thinking measure to it because you have to pick up the loot as well, right?
Yo, pipe down, Eugene. Nessie08, thank you for the 19-month resub.
Oh my god, Nessie. Thank you so much.
Dude, thanks for the resub, man. Oh my god.
That's right. That's right. We show appreciation to the subs. That's how we do things around here.
We do them for Easter. I don't know if that's like a common thing or not, but we'd go to my grandma's house and they'd have a pinata with candy, and all the little kids get to take a whack at it. And if you cracked it, if you were the one who busted that thing open, you got the first pick.
Where they're gaming.
Oh, that's a pretty good deal.
Oh, he's dead. Wait. Oh my god, it's the Shy. Oh.
Oh,
It's
he
the
had
Shy?
He had
Wait,
Otacon.
why does Whippo use the
Wait,
same
so-
TFT emote as me? The gold TFT icon from like season 1. I have the exact same one because I was gold in TFT.
I think he's probably copying you.
Yeah.
Wait, so
I
many
mean,
good,
there's only
so many
one
good
answer to
withdrawals.
that question, obviously.
This is legit. They're running in 1x1 and all losing their revives.
Yeah, but like
Fuck
it
it.
doesn't even. It literally doesn't change the state of the game at all. Just start anything for jungle camps.
You're still giving them 200 gold for dying, right? So you
Stealing a camp is like the same swing as fucking dying with this shit on.
Dude, I mean, yeah, it's just fucked. They just have no juice. They have no damage. They have lethality, Kalista, and Ari, and they lost early. You could sub in Genji or T1 or HLE or
This
anyone.
is a
You could
crazy
sub in-
engage angle. What the
You
fuck,
could sub in
Whippo?
perfect robots, and then they would.
Holy
just
shit, Quid got fucked.
Wait, he actually goes in 1v5 and trades a 1-for-1. Like this guy is.
And
these
Masu
guys
gets the
playing like
kill?
his job's on the line. Like there's a 6-man behind him right there.
Does
my
Renata
God.
W work there if the withdraw happens?
No,
I
it's
don't
not a
think
kill. Doesn't count.
That's cringe. That's really
Doesn't
cringe.
work on GAs. Doesn't work on
It literally should.
Was that Whippo started it off with just about
Doesn't make sense.
HP, and it's always one of those things where
Really?
if
I don't think withdraw should count as kills. That would make the mechanic fucking terrible.
just how much
It's literally a kill though.
when he's in world
No, actually, it's a withdrawal.
passive stab and then Q3ing 3 people, he just like
Not on the scoreboard, no assists given. How is it a kill?
Well, like, it should be on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not, though.
It should be.
Wow. Masu. With the LDR. You know, I have experimented a ton with like what feels better, going LDR third or going as the item third. And I've come
On
to the
Caitlyn?
conclusion that on like every fucking champ, Jin does pretty much similar build instead of Yuntal.
LDR.
I kind of like the Zeal item more. I was an LDR salesman. I kind of like the Zeal item more right now.
Really?
I mean, doesn't
Yeah.
Yuntal and Shoes and Lethal Tempo give you enough attack
It
speed?
gives a lot. Yes, it does give a lot of attack speed, but I feel like in a game like this, rapid fire goes hard as fuck. With Jin, it's the same thing where rapid fire goes super hard, and with Triss, Navori goes super hard. Damn, that was an instant cleanse by Masu.
Oh,
Ayla just
big Nico engage.
Ran down.
And no damage.
No damage.
Honestly, nice try. You
Yeah,
just
they
lose
have to.
whatever you do, though.
They have to try something there.
did
Nico's so
stop
good
Baron.
against dive comps. She's constantly shutting down the dive from 100 Thieves. Kind of playing differently than you'd expect, where Nico not really the primary engage, but just playing counter. Oh, nice reaction there. Jesus, the damage was insane. One headshot was like 2k damage. And then here, you can't follow. No one can follow just because of Nico ult.
Yeah, that's nice.
Nico's so broken.
Yeah, I think Nico's super underrated champ. Yeah. Very easy to look stupid though on that champ. Very easy to just like die or miss everything. But you need to play a lot of games on it.
It's just at that point where even if you kill one of these main targets like Quad and Masu, it just doesn't matter because the top side is also really, really strong. And
Is Quad just a passenger this game? 3 KP?
I've lately been
he's
feeling.
riding
I've
the
lately been
bus.
feeling that about Quad. He's had a lot of games where he's just a pure passenger. He was playing Mel one game where the only thing he was doing was spamming Q from his screen away, and they somehow ended up winning. It was like a legit 4v5 game. It was last split though. Weird. The best Quad has, to me, the best he's ever looked is when he's on Casio, which was his one trick, or when he was playing the Triss Corki mid meta, like ADC mid meta. He was really good. Oh wow, Whippo just ults there. Wow, and River just lost his goddamn mind.
River just fucking sent that shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whippo is fisting everybody. Jesus. The resets.
I feel like River does a lot of like desperate overforce engages on Sinjao when he's behind in this game right now. I've noticed that trend.
How are they just walking through the turrets? Do they not matter? Oh my goodness. They're cheating.
Where is the lane self detector when you need it for the 1000% damage turrets? Fucked up.
What a fucking stomp.
It's been 2 unbelievable stomps where you kind of knew what was gonna happen by like 6-10 minutes.
Even the stomps take so long these days. Like games take so long.
The crowd goes wild.
I can't believe Mad lost in 16 minutes. Like that's almost half this game time, and this was a complete one-sided stomp.
You really can't believe Mad got shit on that hard, huh?
It just goes to show you how much the game slowed down.
It's the 25-minute Baron. Baron was the way to slam dunk.
Yeah, dude. In that 17-minute win, the Baron was the decider. In Mad game.
They nerfed Shelly so much too.
Yeah. It's a wombo combo. I just think it was really rare to see like sub 20-minute wins, but you would see like if you were stomping 22, 23-minute wins, and that's because you would get Baron at 20 when you were just rolling the game over. Nowadays you get Atacon, and Atacon is like this almost like a game staller where like you get it and you get the revive and it just kind of keeps the tempo going for the winning team, but it doesn't actually end the game. Kind of awkward. I think they probably remove. I think they should probably turn Baron back to 20 minutes. It would be welcome for pro play at least. Be back though. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Flash out of the fourth man. Really good stuff there from Busio. And now we're gonna go ahead and join Emily for an interview.
Thank you very much, Flowers. I'm here with Victorious Jungler Inspired after a very convincing win, let's just say, over 100 Thieves. Last time you guys faced each other was kind of unfortunate.
You think they'll ever put Valorant in the basement?
What were you planning and prepping for them going into this match?
I mean, honestly, we felt like the loss in Brazil was just on our side more than 100 Thieves playing well. I think we just didn't really execute our draft pretty good in that playoff series. And today we were just confident going into the game. I think we had a decent draft. We had a really good week of practice, and they gave us Juani on, which is like pretty strong on this patch. So I was not sure why they would do that. And yeah, I think we just played our champions to the strengths of them, and just won.
When that happens, when you know it's more of like a fault of your own rather than the opposing team.
Dude, what if Riot killed its own game by releasing another game? They should just stick to one.
You just get mad at yourself and your teammates, like, how could we lose to such a weak team?
Valorant took over League of Legends.
If you lose to a good team, you at least try to improve on something, and if you lose to a bad team, you are like, how could we? So, but we managed to pull it off to stay calm and keep practicing.
And you had really, really good map pressure, especially early. I did want to ask about the red smite on Sedge because we don't usually see that. So kind of talk me through that decision.
I feel like it's not bad because you can just proc it with first part of your W and then land the second one. And also when there is just standoff in the mid game, you can just poke a bit more. And I think the green pet doesn't really offer you that much, while the blue one is pretty OP because you have Ghost on the whole map. But I just didn't feel like I will be needing to run around the map too much. So most of the time you are just grouped and you are in front. So might as well go there at one.
All right, cool. Thanks. I was wondering. Thank you so much for your time. And we will toss it back to the broadcast for a little commercial break.
Dad, I'm a genius. I figured out how to make us penguins fly.
That's gonna be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad, just drink it. But why?
No, MOBA Man cannot die. MOBA Man is forever.
Red Bull gives you wings, but only if you drink it.
Aww.
In the ground before Dub can even get there. In time to try to knock out as Impact gets bursted.
Don't feed. Get fed. Scan the QR code for LTA deals only on Uber Eats.
All sales of Xayah skin sales go to esports teams? 100%? Jesus Christ. They're committed. Buy now.
We need help, good guys. I use Meteos. Yeah. I got them. Watch Deacon flash out.
Okay, Chucks. Caitlyn dead.
Winning.
Adi 1 HP. Yeah, me and Whippo are winning.
Yeah.
Adi 1 HP can team fight. Whippo finishes with me.
Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah,
He flashed on me. He one shot.
Nar magazine. Nar
I
wants
have
to go
Star Axe still, okay? I have Star Axe still. This guy no flash on Kalista. He's dead as well.
We can end mid.
Yeah, we can end.
Chase Whippo. We end mid.
I am.
There are more Korean players in North America than North American players? Oh no, it's begun.
I just got back. What's up?
The Koreans have taken over. We need to stop them, Meteos. Only us can save
I'm
this
half
world.
Korean. I can't.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm half Korean. I'm not on your side for this
dad
one.
is not Korean and your mom is not Korean. So how are you?
Yeah, that's
half?
why I said half. I said half.
So who the fuck is giving you the Korean genes?
Huh?
How are you half? Make it make sense.
It's nature versus nurture. Half is nature, half is nurture.
You were born in America and flew to Korea when you were 20 years old. Now you're half Korean. Nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
And you did eat Korean food. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It infused with your brain. No wonder he's so handsome and charming and amazing at video games.
You're starting to understand.
He was born in the PC bangs when he was 20.
Yeah, I PC banged your mom, actually.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Mm.
He gets on the map early, goes straight mid, as you can see. Ari, on the other hand, swaps now top side. This is the twist that we're seeing from Team Liquid in this instance.
Wait, do you really have a cool mustache? My chat's all talking all about it.
What? No.
In this case, Nico has to
You don't have one?
No.
So this is free grubs. And all
Literally everyone's saying you have one.
Everyone.
And it's so hot.
They don't know.
in this case, Jarvan and weaker jungle matchup versus the Zinzao is actually going to be getting the benefit off of this entire ordeal.
Wait, I'm getting news that Meteos definitely mismatches his socks.
Wait.
Is this true?
Okay, it's weird. That message came in today because I'm actually wearing mismatched socks today, but this is the only time it's happened in probably a year, because like all my socks are these blue and black ones, so it's impossible to mismatch. But I was on like my last pair, and I had to use one of these other socks because I'm doing my laundry. So it's crazy they call me out on like literally the one day I'm wearing mismatched socks.
That's so fucking funny.
That's actually, I'm looking around for cameras or some shit. Like what?
It's not like we're bad at team fighting. It's that we don't choose the
Holy shit.
ways and like approaches to fight, like the correct situations. And I think that's something they do need to continue working on, in addition to maybe.
I'm just sitting here reading bullshit, but it's the truth.
Holy fuck, caught.
This is the split one finals winner. Yeah. And because they had a disappointing showing at first stand, they almost came into this.
Where'd Doublelift and Pobelter go? Pobelter's deafened? Is he mad at us?
Yeah. Yeah.
They would have means to
It's
be a lot
tough.
more confident, not need to experiment as much, and we wouldn't be talking about.
I thought Doublelift said bathroom or something.
His poor sink.
Yeah. It's gonna be yellow today.
Which is, I think, really important to still remind the audience, even though they have higher aspirations, they're still a really smart team. And as I mentioned earlier, like prior to the lane swap meta, remember when Impact was on Udyr getting constant push topside, and then they would lane swap on him just so they can actually constantly put the enemy team in a really poor timer. These were like tempo swaps. So you're like, oh, this is a really intelligent team. They play on side lanes really well. This time they're going to be going up.
What's Steel's record? Are they 1-1?
Yeah, they beat 100 Thieves after they did that turbo throw last week.
Kind of what Impact, or at least Team Liquid as a whole, is working on.
100 Thieves is 1-2 right now. Confirmed frauds.
Yep.
Yeah, and then on the side of Dignitas, I think they've had definitely
Yes, sir.
a disappointing start. I think when you look at some of the
You know, I'm beginning to think Near Airport could in fact beat Dignitas.
I think Near Airport would actually clear all these frauds.
so bad.
We talked about him in split 1 where we're like, okay, he's doing well. Like he
Then we check the mid laner. Is he Korean? Yep. Pobe clears his ass.
I feel like he also had a very rough week 1.
Now I want to watch LCK with double lift and just have him tell me how near airport's so much better than like Hanwha Life and T1 and shit.
Bottom tier looking ass LCK teams.
He was getting game time over Armeo. Like, there are reasons why people see them as great prospects. They just need to be.
Has Corky had a resurgence, or is Double Lift just glazing the fuck out of his build that he stole?
I mean, he was never really gone, was he? He was being picked a lot, but he was just losing every fucking game.
Horrible ass win rate. Yeah.
Yeah, but his pick rate was still not bad. I've been a day one hater of that Corky build, so I'll accept anything that's not that.
But also year long. So in split 1, you could absolutely blame it on the fact that they were playing with, you can see him right there, Lyra, the coach.
Yeah.
The one that's above him on the shoulder. He was actually subbing in for jungler, hadn't played pro game in about 4 years before he played in split 1. That's understandable, not to mention as a first-year tier 1 pro, having to deal with lane swaps in split 1 could be another reason that he falls behind.
Exactly.
But now all those excuses are gone,
I got
and
one
it's
more.
still happening in week 1.
I got one more excuse.
Oh god.
Okay.
He got in a theory. The draft I thought from Lion where they swapped the Nefiri top into the Gwen, I was like, ooh, this has to be an awful matchup. He still got the solo kill, but then of course, like, you know, the rest of the lane wasn't as great. So I want to see him more consistently grow.
Where the fuck is Spawn when we need him?
We have seen in
hiding.
ACL and the Surdy we've seen in solo queue, like we've seen him play carry games at a high level. TL might be a tough challenge, but I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Spawn said every player on this piece of shit team is replaceable except me. I feel like that mentality of like everyone on your team is replaceable is fucking whack.
Yeah, it's a weird mentality. So just being like, yeah, we're trying to get better together. It's like, yeah, I don't want to fucking play with you, dumbass.
I think the mentality people say is so like to try to make people not get complacent, but I feel like that's just
like, well, what even is complacency in that context though? Like your
thinking
whole
like, yeah, I can't get
win.
replaced, dude. Like I'm just gonna fucking chill. Like my spot's not in jeopardy.
Like, what even is that? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't think that's a real thing.
It's random pressure from your own team for no reason.
Yeah.
I think saying everyone's replaceable is like it's like stating the obvious, but then it's so demoralizing because you know kind of makes.
I think it's better if I would much rather be on a team where it's like everyone feels like they're not replaceable. It's like everyone brings something like something unique to the team, like their strengths, and like you do well because everyone's bought in and whatnot. And but when you're like, yeah, everyone's replaceable, you're all dog shit, don't fuck up. It's just like what? You're just a fucking cog in the machine.
Yeah.
I think that's bad. I think that puts a lot of
unravels
whack pressure.
when it starts feeling like rather than trying to help somebody or rather than trying to work through the problems, you're also thinking about who you could get to just replace them so you don't have to deal with it anymore. That is definitely a bad thought process.
And now let's see what Shaden wants to answer with here. It was hovering to the Zinja, but it's instead the Chase locked in for Surdy.
What am I listening to? What the hell? You guys hear? Some like random person talking.
Yeah, and Impact has not looked
what?
good on, you know, a decent amount of the
No, sorry. I thought I heard some like lady's voice on the stream, but I might just be schizo right now.
Are the voices coming back?
Oh, it's Cyan. God damn it.
What? No.
I didn't hear Cyan.
You're hearing things.
Was it the wall people?
The wall people. Under my bed.
Dude, did you guys see that story on Reddit a few weeks back about there was like some babysitter tucking a kid in and the kid said like, can you check under the bed for monsters? And they look just to like, you know, indulge the kid, and there was just a fucking dude under the bed.
What? No, that's so fucking scary. And it's like out
That
of a horror
would be
movie.
so horrifying.
This was like a real news story.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
It was like
Yeah,
a real
it was-
TikTok.
Oh, that's actually a nightmare. I mean, if it's a TikTok, it's staged, but yeah.
Okay, TL1. They got the sauce. Prio bot, tank jungle, tank top, weak side, GG.
GG, they stopped fucking
What if you
around,
ban a
they're
Zir?
putting-
TL needs a Zir here.
AP
It's
gets to pick
GG's.
something weird. Nah, AP has something weird to pick here, I'm sure.
Dude, I feel like every single season Impact goes through this like middle-aged crisis where he's like, I can play Jace. I'm that guy. I have a Jack skin. And then by the time it gets to playoffs, he's like, all right, I'll just
Ooh,
play
a Zir ban?
Dante and Ornn.
I think that might be lights out for them. TBH. Now AP is going to pick
Ziggs
Corki,
is
and
still
he's going to be
open.
useless.
If they go Ziggs,
Oh,
like
shit.
CL's actually trying to win now.
Ziggs is open, you
Oh
fools.
shit, there's Ziggs open.
Wait, Eugene, did we already talk about this? About how Ziggs has to be a decent champ, but no one else plays him but APA. That's kind of my thinking.
He's like, okay. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It just feels so weird to play Ziggs. Like, if you miss your Q, it just feels so bad, and like, you have to be really good at hitting your Q. So it's like easier in
But
bot if your support can set up.
If you were really, really good at Ziggs, you were extremely comfortable on Ziggs, there is a small percentage of games where he's probably the perfect pick. And TL's like the only team in the whole fucking world that plays the champ. So and when they do, it looks decent. So I just
No,
don't
not
understand, like,
Aurora.
why is no one else put in any effort to like learn him?
Play
I think it's just
Ziggs.
an alright pick. It's like playable, but it's just alright.
Okay.
Ziggs.
I
Oh
told
my
you, bro.
god. You actually
They
called
have
that
the
shit.
sauce, man.
You called that shit.
So,
But who's
All right,
playing it,
GG's.
Yon or APA?
Good question.
That was actually the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Would you even pick bot lane here? Isn't this just losing? You gave Varus for what? To fucking
Well,
first pick
Jin's good
Talia?
against Varus, but Jin's not good against that. So maybe you go Corki. Corki and Jin are the two best matchups in the Varus.
Don't you need a hyper carry to have any chance of winning later in the game versus Skarn or Sion? They have
Yeah, I think you go
low
for
damage.
Corki.
That's why you do BT Corky.
Crorky. Crorky is the answer,
Crorky.
apparently. Oh.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh.
No! No!
Okay,
What?
if that is on hit Varus, then that is an unplayable matchup.
That is a win
Yeah,
trade
they got counter
pick.
support as well.
Yeah, it is a playable matchup if it's poke Varus, but I think Yon should just go on hit.
Ugh. Ew. That
This
is
draft is
so
cooked. I can't believe they gave over
gross.
Varus Skarner and they first picked Talia, dude. FF. And like, and just FF.
FF.
Okay, but they.
Why would you first pick Talia? He has literally 0 E value this game, by the way. They have no. The only dash he can cancel is Ziggs W.
I think they wanted to get that like double knock that Flying Oysters was playing at first stand with like Jace, Jace Talia knocking people into the rocks. I think they might have
That's
also
so
had
fake.
Skarner or Vi. It was either Vi or Skarner to push people into the rocks with Ali as well. They probably just really tunnel vision on making this comp.
Vitalia has been
It's so fake,
the
it's
common
just not
one.
really a combo. Ali Talia is good together.
This is a draft where Team Liquid says that they absolutely want to win. It's still 2 engaged champs. It's 2 frontline. I don't care the core's not on a primary engager because they have enough in their team comp to get it done.
All right, let's see if it is enough for Team Liquid.
Can Sivir spell shield Skarner ulti? Yeah, can Skarner smite during his ulti?
Probably.
Does it self-suppress? Because he can't flash during his ult, so I'm imagining that if he had another combat sum, it blocks him from doing it. I don't know. Sivir's just a strange pick. She doesn't scale any better than Tristana, but she has an even worse early game than every other AD carry. So I just, yeah. I love playing Sivir, but I've just found that certain picks just suck right now.
Can I make a petition to change the Jan picture from his peace sign at the end?
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, Jan is going on hits. And Tomo opted to go TP because he knows the matchup is fucking cursed.
A little bit more energy.
That's iconic at this point.
It certainly is.
You can make the petition. Are you asking for it to change? Because you could always make a petition. You don't have to ask permission to make a petition.
I think this bot matchup is actually so unplayable that TL should look to set up a dive.
Go ahead and swap. Yeah, they should go top.
No, I mean, it could be 3-minute dive. If it doesn't work because Shaiden's covering, which he should. If Shaiden doesn't cover, it's just GG. So it's kind of like you're just covering options. If he is covering, you just get crab and you go again.
What if you try to dive and Tomo TP's out?
Yeah, I could do that.
The support of a Karma to keep them safe, and they're on.
That could be pretty banger.
Very comfortable champions for themselves.
And also Kanga's
This is the same matchup that Blade played on stage against Conviction. Sion Jace is going to be really common, I feel like, this season.
I feel like I'm not really seeing the Jace side ever win, though. It's usually like, oh, wow, you can actually just play Sion.
Hey, Jace. I think Jace is too nerfed, honestly.
Down towards the bottom side of the map because Sion and Skarner not going to have a lot of kills. So Umpty will be pointing
what?
His jungle path down.
There was that fucked up era of like Jace building Fimbulwinter and still doing damage.
We'll see if they can actually have some sort
yeah.
of effect, 'cause Yannick or JJ, as we said, regardless of what
check
build
Discord.
to go on Varus,
Checking Discord.
Oh wow.
Oh no. I seen the news.
What?
Oh god.
I'll move my cam, yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Holy shit, that dragon.
Blue eyes,
oh,
white
never mind.
dragon.
It's a car. Yeah, never mind. That's a car.
Well, it's going to feel like you're driving a fucking Hextech Drake.
Jesus.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No way. Oh, he's dead.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Why did he flash? Why the fuck would you ever flash there? Are you serious? That was disgusting.
Out of shame, he's like, fuck, I'm about to get solo killed by APA's one trick. I might as well waste my flash.
The other matchup APA always plays into is Azir, and it literally looks so fucked for Azir. He's always fisting the Azir early game, and it never looks like it gets any better for Azir. Better comms and better jungling? No, Kobe, stop. This was a solo kill by APA, and Umpty was here to watch.
He did skip his camps.
This right now looks like a solo kill. This is a solo kill.
Yeah,
Umpty did literally 0 damage, and all he did here was flash to steal the kill. APA had that 100%. 2 autos, he's dead.
You don't think Talia could have flashed down toward Raptors and just ran?
I mean, maybe, yeah. I could see a world where that happens, and this is a kill here, too. Oh my god, Lord, just flash auto, you okay, FF. It's all good. Let's just walk away from that kill as the Karma with full HP. Looks good.
You'd pull the wave and recall and reset and swap top here for grubs too, right, Peter?
Fuck no, I'm going to collect my wave. My support can go.
Oh, he has
TP.
TP.
Why does ADC always needed for the grubs? How come support can't just go and let me fucking farm? Why do I have such drop wave, huh? Explain to me that.
Well, this is interesting because last week our discussion was something about
you do.
Oh, a lot of emotion behind that troll, I guess. Really convincing.
If Sivir didn't have TP, I think swapping here would have been good.
Yeah.
But because she had TP, it's better to go back bot.
Catch, yeah.
Wait, actually, it's so fucking great to go TP, actually. Wow.
Yeah, because, I mean, what TP really actually means for the grubs fight is that you are guaranteed to lose that fight if it's even numbers, but it does let you farm better. But, like, if ADC has barrier gap over you for all of lane and for the grubs fights, probably not going to win that fight.
Oh my god, the Sivir is so homeless.
Yeah, 20 CS to
Did all the
38,
farm on
but
top
he
is
has
bleeding.
first access to the
Like, he
top wave.
picked Sivir, dude. Nobody forced him to play Sivir.
Yeah, this was a Trist angle if I've ever seen one.
Oh my god.
My fucking ADC has 20 CS at 6 minutes, man.
You know, Lion played Kai'Sa into Varus week 1, and Hannah did well. I don't know if it was against a good team or not, but...
He
Oh
can
my
still
god.
die.
Oh my
He's still
god.
just dead. Oh,
Yeah,
missed,
yeah, he's
wow.
dead.
Yeah, I can't
That guy
believe he's
should've
just
died.
gone.
That guy should have died. Of course, you just flash rooted him. That's a kill 100%.
I don't think there's enough damage. Already used everything, yeah?
No, it's definitely enough damage. Flash W into Mantra Q, Ziggs gets Q, and sweet spot of the R, and the E, and knock
Pretty sure
back
he already
with the Ziggs
queued.
W.
He already
and
queued.
Skarner can... No, look it back!
And then Skarner flash
He did
ults
it.
him? Yeah, he's fucking
He
dead.
only queued because the tether was going to wear out. He can hold the Q if Karma just flash roots here, Sneaky.
And then Ziggs gets all his cooldowns refreshed because he got that one augment.
No, augments are bad. He doesn't have augments.
Ziggs
So
throws
bad
his
for the
second
game.
ulti, centered in.
Wait, Eugene, don't you find it kind of almost it's like a time loop of junglers who are really amazing in solo queue, like Shiden. Like I felt like for the entire last like fucking 4 months, Shiden is terrorizing solo queue by just completely jungle gapping everybody. He had 4 accounts in Challenger. He's playing 12 hours a day. The dude was basically not sleeping, and I was like, this guy's so talented. I wonder how he's gonna do in LTA. And then he plays, and he looks like every other fucking solo queue jungler that has ever played in competitive. I don't know why that is. I don't understand
Climb
it.
ladder is jungle. You have to play really greedy. I mean, it's not like he's hitting rank 1 playing Skarner.
I'm gonna say the thing.
Graves every game.
I know,
I'm
he's
a broken
playing
record.
Kindred,
You know what I'm
Graves.
gonna say?
What do you say?
He was playing from Chicago. He had 12 ping.
Oh!
I don't think that that's enough to
It is.
change.
Dude, the amount of East Coasters who get into the pro scene and then start playing on 60 ping and they look really average is tale as old as time.
That is actually true.
Okay, yeah, you're not wrong. That is a pretty big one, but oh wow,
That's the elephant in the room, actually.
yeah. Almost everyone who's rank 1 on the ladder is playing from East or Central. Yeah. Who's the last
Literally
one?
cheesing.
What's 30 East Coast guys?
Yeah, he played. He literally had like 7 ping.
Okay, and then
I think he was actually in Chicago. I think Shaden was Toronto.
Yeah, Shiden's Toronto. I know like Tarzan and TF Blade are both from. Well, Tarzan's from Toronto. Or sorry, Blade's from Toronto. Tarzan's from French Canada, I think. Might also be from.
He's
Toronto,
from
I'm not sure.
French Canada.
I don't know where.
What do you call it, Meteos?
I call it Canadian France. Or perhaps
Montreal.
like Montreal, maybe.
Oh!
Is that a? Yeah, I was about to say that's not a perfect chain.
Wait, he lives? And then he just turns it around?
The bomb from downtown.
Nah, but
Bumba!
Oh, this guy's dead too. This is a
Flash.
fucking stomp. I mean, this
You're
one's
dead.
over.
Yeah. That was sad.
it is looking a bit Jover.
The very first thing I thought was that Talia W doesn't look like it's a chain. You probably right there. You probably just wait for the second stun from Ali, and it's a kill. Let me see this again. He like hopped off the wall, and it just looked a bit laggy off the first combo. Flash combo. Yeah, I think right here you definitely just wait.
He should have held the W.
Yeah, I understand it
He has to
though.
flash
You know,
right away.
the gap's like a fraction of a second, but it just felt awkward. Then you don't kill him, and then he gets to get Varus ulti off before dying, and now it's just the worst feeling ever. And someone TP'd in. This is like. No, I'm sorry. He didn't TP in. I'm an idiot. He was already laning there. Sure he was.
Dodo doesn't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, Dodo's
Dude,
literally.
he looks passed the fuck out.
Dude,
What
he is a
was that?
hungover. He had a late fucking night.
He is PoE2ing it hard up. Like I guarantee it. Dodo's a PoE fiend. I got him onto it. He's been addicted ever since.
Oh, dude. Double lift. I had the craziest shit with PoE 2 happen this league.
Okay.
So I was playing, and the game was fine, and then all of a sudden I got to like level 10 or something, and my game just felt super laggy. Like I was just rubber banding, like all my shit was delayed. I tried like restarting my game, computer, different server, everything. Turned out it was this fucking weapon I found that was just lagging me, like server lagging me somehow. It was some unique weapon that like creates fireballs when I cast abilities, and it was just lag switching myself. Like I took it off and the lag was gone.
Wow, that is crazy. I mean, thank you for beta testing the game, I guess. That's fucking hilarious.
I didn't know that, like, it wasn't even FPS lag. It was just straight up server lag.
Yeah,
it was the
it's
craziest shit I've
servers
ever
make,
seen.
Like, fucked up calculations, dude. I don't know.
I didn't even know that could happen.
I didn't either. That's so funny.
I kept trying. It was over the course of like 3 days. I would log on. I'm like, yeah, maybe, hopefully the lag's gone, and it would just be there. And on a whim, I was like, dude, this shit wasn't happening earlier. Like, why did it just randomly start? Took off the weapon, and I'm like, no fucking way.
Oh,
the cookies. You guys see how OP cookies are?
Jace popped Mundo. Oh,
Yeah.
Sion's popping Mundo ult now.
Mundo ult. It's a lot of HP when you're low.
Whoa, he just let him break all there.
2 levels down, and he's giving the fatty wave.
Uh-oh.
Has to.
2 levels down, Jace. Uh-oh.
Honestly, it's just draft cap too. I think it's just so homeless with this draft. I felt yesterday
Draft's
too.
so bad.
Wait, who do we play against? Conviction or Supernova? Supernova, I think. They had a fucking horrible draft.
Which one?
Playable.
Oh, the one where we had Azir Skarner? And they had like,
Five homeless champs. First game they had Mbessa Ari, and their ADC was Jhin. It's like, what the fuck? Are we killing
Double lift
anybody?
on Azir? I mean, Pobe on Azir?
Well, it was a flex.
Double lift is here.
It was a
Oh,
flex. We ended up flexing
shit.
Mid, but
That was a kill.
Ow.
If Core flashed in.
Talia is so hard to play versus Skarner. Your E is useless.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
APA is.
What?
Oh, pause. Pause.
the game.
I'm literally about to.
Yo, how am I gonna get out of this one? Yo, I'm getting gank Core. Spill some shit. Oh my god. How many of them are here? Okay, 3. Yeah, I can get out of this one.
It's actually beneficial for him that he didn't get it low enough because then he didn't.
Holy shit! This just in. I'm gonna do an IRL stream.
Oh my god.
Just put the egg rolls in, bro.
Put an egg rolls in.
I did not have lunch. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I actually could use one as well. Maybe we can have one of the PAs bring us some.
Let's get him up here.
Piping hot. We got a microwave in the break room.
Piping hot.
Why didn't I use IRL.run for my stream today, man?
Oh no.
Well, it's technically in the title, you know, semantics. I'll give it to you.
What am I? An egg roll?
They should have the refs give them egg rolls during the pause. Should I tell Mark Z? I'm DMing him right now.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so good for the branding.
An update onto what the pause is, but for now, we just get a chance to bask in maybe the return of Team Liquid Glory. I mean, that was how we framed this coming in, and I want to go back to kind of the setup for this team. Yes, a disappointing performance at first stand. Yes, kind of questions.
I've been talking this about Lena extensively too, like why I feel about like how I feel about I guess like the state of league in NA. Like the category league is just so fucked during NA prime time on Twitch, and there's like less players. You can feel it when you play solo queue, but you can also just look at the stats. And I do think
Do your
that
own
every
research.
Huh?
I said do your own research.
Do your own research, yeah. My extensive research includes YouTube, TikTok, and
Ooh.
I've been noticing
but,
ever since we haven't been flex queuing after LTA, there's been less viewership in North America. I don't know if it's related, but It's got to be.
That's true.
Ever since they removed Monday Night League, just hasn't been the same.
What are you gonna say about
I
it,
feel
Noah?
like last year the big events. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I feel like the big event that really got people to give League another try again, and you saw a bunch of big streamers playing League again. Soda was playing it. You know, a bunch of people were playing it who don't normally play was Arcane. And then this year, I think they kind of fumbled it because the changes to the game were just not that exciting. I don't really know anyone who's that excited about Atacon or the feats of strength. That stuff could get removed tonight, and I don't feel like anyone would really care. I don't even know anyone who buys a tier 3 boots, to be honest. I don't think I bought tier 3 boots in like probably 20, 30 games in a row. So I think they kind of need to like do something really big and interesting every year, where last year it kind of just got lucky with Arcane. It had nothing to do with the game itself. It was just really cool to watch the show, and then people wanted to play again. So I kind of really hope that at least this year they do something, or maybe next season then.
Yeah, I mean, I think
great
big
games-
changes to the game are good.
They need to make the new player experience better. I mean, there's always going to be people quitting the game or don't find the game fun anymore. You need to balance that by having, you know, fresh players. But I don't know.
How do they
I'm
do
pretty
it?
sure the new player experience is just.
I feel like it's fucking impossible, bro. When we started playing, there was like 70 champs, probably less. Now when people start playing, there's 170 champs, and there's way more mechanics in the game. Fruits,
I mean,
grubs,
isn't
heralds.
Smurfs a bigger problem than any of that?
Yeah, I mean, make some videos. Smurfing is pretty rampant. I don't know if they'll ever get rid of Smurfing, though, because I feel like they kind of rely on that as a metric to say, like, hey, actually, we have a lot of players still, even though pretty much every player has, like, many
Titan's 17th
Smurfs.
journal account, yeah.
Yeah.
It's TF Blade's 50th alt from Unranked to Challenger. So many new top laners.
I don't know. I mean, are they trying to do stuff like that with like Swift play? Like, I'm curious what the Swift play stats are. 'Cause I feel like it's decently popular. Because that's what new
Trying to
players
do
are going
what?
to
Bring
be
people
doing.
back?
I feel
I
like
mean,
stuff
just
like that's a huge
help new
band-aid.
players
Like,
play the
Swift
game.
play is not anywhere
Yeah.
remotely representative of the actual game. So you've essentially just split the game into another mode that's like, yeah, it is a version of League the same way that ARAM is, and it's a little bit more like the game than ARAM is, but I just don't know if that's good to say like, yo, instead of normals, you can play this mode, and it's like really different. It's almost like League and Earth had a baby. But yeah, never really
think
been a big
it's
fan of that stuff.
Good. I
I
don't
think
think
it's
new
a pretty
players are
good
going to want
bridge.
to get into ranked right away. Like, you're just going to go in, fucking lose all your games, get placed iron. And it's like, well, I think for most people would rather be unranked than iron.
I feel like there's no advertising for the game. When's the last time you saw an ad for League of Legends? Do they feel like they don't need it anymore for new players? Is that not something that converts to new players downloading and trying the game?
Dude, I
Well,
see
literally,
McDonald's
Arcane is the
ads.
best
Always
ad
be
that
ads
League has
for
ever
League.
had. Like, if of all marketing, like Arcane is probably the best 2-for-1 activity for like marketing ever. It's an amazing show by itself, and it's fucking just totally attracting new players. So how they can do something that amazing again, I don't know.
Well, you
I'm
need
not
to
gonna wait for the
convert
next
that
Arcane season.
attention.
No, I hope they do something.
Well, yeah, they kind of fumbled all the attention that Arcane drew people to League then, because I agree, like, a lot of people were probably interested in League, but then, you know, you download the client. The tutorial was made literally 10 years ago and hasn't been updated. There's no, like, hey, if you're trying League for the first time, like, do this. It's just like,
Yeah.
you just
All
suffer.
right, fuck it. I'll figure it out. I'm actually gonna come up. It'll be like Microsoft Clippy, from back in the day, where like a little mini version of me will come up and just tell you what to do in the game.
Tyler 1 already did it.
Yep, you already did it.
Nah, his is trash. Mine's gonna be way better. Instead
No,
of
dude,
clicking
I
the
actually think, okay, if I was
farted, Chet. I farted.
if I was working at Riot, I would try to create more of a bridge between TFT and League, because I think there's actually a shit ton of TFT players and they really like the game. Just make some like incentive for TFT players to play League.
Oh, that's actually pretty smart. Yeah, like quests, like little. If you play a few games of League, you get like this TFT reward, and people would do it just to be completionists, just cause. People love doing like a
Yeah, I mean, I
champion
think that could be
hunting
good. I always thought it'd be fun if they made some like. You probably wouldn't like the idea because you don't like rotating game modes, but like say there was some kind of rotating game mode where they just put like for fun synergies between champions, right? Like you want to queue up with your friends and like all pick fucking Ionia champs and you get some bonus for it. Like I think that would kind of like scratch the TFT itch. Like maybe they'd be like, oh, that sounds fun. That's a satisfying part of TFT in my or like augments.
Oh my God!
Ooh,
no!
Hate that.
Jungle trial start tomorrow. FF.
What if the real answer is just adding more fun, making things more fun?
Oh,
Not
more fun.
artificial fucking bullshit.
Yeah, you know, Froxen actually, I saw him at Riot the other day. He was sitting there with the fun lever, and I was like, why don't you just turn it higher? And he goes, no, we can't do that. We can't add any more fun.
Okay, but
wait, he said that? Oh my God.
Yeah, and the answer's right there. The answer's literally right there.
Him, Meteos. Tell him.
Yeah, just
we need more fun.
It's so simple.
But I like the reality is like when mythic items came out, they were so broken that it was like really fun to fuck around with it. Gale Force, Kraken Slayer, Divine Sunder, fucking like Stride Breaker pre-nerf. That shit was it was broken as fuck, but it was fun, right? And then whatever they add to the game, it has to be fun. And I feel like this season it wasn't. That's how I feel. I don't know.
I think Otacon's cool. I think the boots were kind of a failure. Like they were too strong, or not even too strong. Like you're buying them, you're like, all right, never mind. Like these things are fucking ass.
Cool. I'm so whatever about it. I literally couldn't care less about it.
No, he's like a cool dude that just comes up.
He's a chill dude.
I mean, once you're
when I kill Atacon,
playing a billion games, you're kind of
and I have to do flower picking for like fucking 10 minutes on Jhin. I don't feel like that was fun.
Because you're playing Jhin, dumbass. What do you mean?
I'm trolling. I'm not reloading 5 times to get the flowers. But you know, I don't feel like it's fun. I don't think the revive thing is that fun. I don't know.
Damn, the way Double Lift seamlessly transitions between a real point and quote unquote trolling needs to be studied.
He was new and he's interesting and you tried to find ways to play around him. I think that's fun. But I mean, once he's solved, yeah, he's like less interesting. And they nerfed the shit out of him.
Dragon Soul, that's fun. Baron, when you get Baron, Elder, that's fun. Right? You're like, holy fuck, this is sick. Atacon, couldn't care less.
I think Elder's a really cool moment in the game.
Yeah,
for sure.
Aaron, you get that spicy, like nice crunchy recall, 4 seconds, come back, buff up your minion. That's fun.
We need more hits of dopamine. Make a fucking cha-ching sound, like you just hit a max win on a slot machine when you get out of gun.
Yeah.
And then also you should be able to one-shot all the roses instantly. Like it's like you're getting fucking edged when you can't kill the roses fast.
Dude, that would be juicy.
Yeah. Have you ever played Urgot and you get all the roses like da all at once? Every champ should be able to do that.
Wait,
Zeri. I played Zeri.
That was the most dog shit herald I've ever seen, huh?
No, that was a good one. You don't understand the genius of that herald. Oh, FF. Kaney sold his D ring to finish an item. Oh my God, AP did the same thing. I'm gonna puke.
Why is that bad?
Holy shit.
Doran's ring and Doran's blade are the most efficient items in the game, bro. If I see my teammates sell them, I'm actually sad.
It's even stronger than Leandry's, I think.
It was right before third Drake. I mean, I don't know. They were buying their spikes. I'd do it too.
It's probably
you're getting fired. You're actually replaceable right now.
Because now you have all these empty slots and you're feeling very
RJS is getting a call from Double Lift for that.
Shit, I'm gonna go get what's that guy's name? Sliker? No, Tafo. My bad. Huh? New New airport coach just dropped. Oh man. I mean, Tomo is building the most broken build in the game. Yuntal IE, but it doesn't matter. The enemy team's at 3 fucking Drakes. You know, I can't say
was gonna get
this is NA.
This game.
This is NA. The gold is they are 700.
What actually
gold
happened
ahead.
this game?
And if they win
how are they
one
just
fight,
winning?
it could be GG. Zig?
Like Cyan was up 2 levels, Ziggs was fisting mid, and then bot looked unplayable, and then like they're actually just ahead in gold.
Yeah, because jungle gap. Look at where all the gold is. Everyone's ahead except for Sion and jungle.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of like everything that's been going on, like the game's just going on evenly, which I was surprised by, because Teal was smashing everywhere.
Because this has been
Yeah.
a guy we've been looking at for Dignitas since he did come in a little bit late for the squad. You know what he can do, what Surdy can.
Double tank top jungle does lend itself to a more slow-paced game. There's just going to be less action with a comp like that. But I think TL's pretty happy. 3 minutes.
TF played here. Science says I'm going, and we're fucking going, bro.
Yeah, we're fucking going. His driving got so much better.
Yeah.
He was very good aiming that.
I don't know how Blade is so good at full tank Scion. It's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
He's been practicing
It
it.
fits him well. I think Scion plays so much differently than any. Oh, nice. He buffered the. Oh, wow. Nice one by Impact there. What's happening? Oh. Yeah, Impact buffered ulti on to
Wait.
W there, and Blizzard Flash was very good.
Starter lost his flash?
Yeah, that was a bit sad. He didn't realize that there was no damage. He was very
freaked out.
cautious with his flash.
Dude, looks whack this game.
Wait, did you guys play the Demon Hand card game thing in the Riot client?
I played one round and I stopped. It was literally just like Balatro, but feeling clunky because it was in the League client.
The lore in it's actually hella cool.
Oh, you're a lore guy.
Did he give you chills?
Hey, legit. did you see, like, kind of see what it was at all?
Nope.
No.
Like the
I'm not a
lore
huge
specifically?
guy.
I imagine it's related to Swain because it's called the Demon Hand.
What is it even about?
It's not.
Okay. Well,
So like it's about Otacon's like past and who he is, and then like the tortured mind of what he
Otacon's a
is.
guy?
Yeah. He talks about like Mordekaiser and shit.
he said
And like
Otacon's a guy.
the person you're talking to, like you saw the person that's like dealing you the cards or whatever.
Nope.
That's Otacon? Wow, nice.
No,
fucking
no. That's LeBlanc.
Spoilers!
Oh.
Yep.
Dude, I was about to get to that part. What the fuck?
I literally was about to queue up a game right now.
It's fucking cool. It's actually fucking cool.
Is it still in the client or is it gone?
I think so.
Okay, well, I don't even want to play anymore because you spoiled it. Nice job.
It's not even like
Dude,
a
you actually
bad
just ruined it
spoiler.
for me. I was literally about to queue up 10 hours of Demon Hand.
Dude, legit, it doesn't take that long. Just play it and read the shit.
Dude,
Like
imagine
it's
relaying
all
much
very
more.
short text. It's very short text. Like just the little conversations you get sometimes.
Yo, chat spam nerd. Chat spam nerd right now.
It's legit cool.
You're actually pushing for glasses right now, bro.
Okay, go watch Arcane. Is that not cool? Nerds for Arcane 2 or what?
Hold on, let me try to figure out how to.
Arcane's
gaslight
not
you.
nerdy.
Oh, double stun, baby. We got the. Oh no! Oh no!
They're using everything on Ali?
Oh no, Alistar, please! What's going on here?
Wait, Isles is kind of owning.
He
Oh
faced
my
first and
god!
Scooby-Dooed out
Oh
of there.
my god!
Oh, but they're losing anyway. Oh, shaded!
Oh,
What a what a juke. APA wants it.
Alice.
AP is gonna hit this. Dude, he's gonna shoot it blind.
Oh!
Oh?
He wanted that shit bad. Yoink!
Titan's like, I can't believe he just kept walking forward the direction that he's been walking for the last 5 seconds. Unlucky. It's okay. I mean, the game's over no matter what happens there. Isles had the funniest fucking play ever. He just flashed and comboed, got phase rush, and then ran out the other side. And it kind of looked good for a sec, but then his whole team's like, do we follow up? Do we not follow up? Oh, we're dead.
Yeah. I mean, I think
It was, like,
given
kind of like
where he
the
was at, it
haphazard
was
attempt to
it was the
follow
best play.
combo that like got everyone killed.
Can't kill this Scion. Dude, Sivir just autoed him 8 times. Look at the Sivir autoing him 10 times in a row and barely got through the shield.
Yeah, it's
No, I think
strange.
Sion's
I
gone.
really thought Sivir was gonna be the pick here.
Yeah.
Is there no
unlucky guy.
like crazy tank killing AD carry they could pick? Kog'Maw would be better.
Ooh. I think you just had to pick Trist here and just keep swapping away from the horrible matchup. Or, like I said, you play Corki and you have a good lane.
I mean, there's two Giga health stacking tanks. Surely there's a % damage AD carry that can perform here.
Varus.
Yeah,
Into
already
Varus ADC.
Yeah, not really. No, I mean that's why you don't give Varus for first pick to Leah. Just stupid.
Yeah.
You gave Varus on red side too, so they get counter pick support. So in almost every circumstance, you're either going to be getting fisted in lane, or you're just
okay.
Gonna
Brand AD carry, fine. We go Brand.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Brand.
They legit did nothing with Talia this game either. Like they tried a single play, like literally one play in 30 minutes in between top tier 2.
And they failed the combo of it
Ooh!
too. Oh, Yon, he's Oh, yo, what's happening? Umti's driving.
Holy shit, that Alistar is fast.
He's gonna be a fast cow.
Dude, just
The
go.
Shiver
Sanda,
Alistar
please.
face rush
Ulti,
combo.
Sion. Ulti, Sion. Sion, just go, bro. Come on.
God damn.
They
Zigs.
can't do anything.
Wait, we're
to
driving.
him.
We're driving. Oh my God, we are driving.
Look how
baby. That
unkillable
was a
he
hit
is.
By impact. What?
Look at his HP bar. He just got split off 1v5 and was tanking turret, and he took 0 damage.
Yeah, he has 5k HP. And his W gives him like his W is legit 1,000 HP every time he presses it. Oh, never mind. That's also Mountain Soul. So it's a
Where'd the
combo
sound
combo.
go?
And comma.
It's silent. Oh.
Wait, how many games are there? There's 4 games today, right?
Yeah.
Today's like speed run, no?
There's one more. He just tried flash eating Sivir and he missed it.
Team morale must be at an all-time high when we're playing stage games after holding tryouts to see who's getting benched.
Sprint off stage. Sprint off stage. Stop talking to your teammates. Run away. APA, run.
He doesn't know where to go.
Why is he not sprinting off stage?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's how I like to break it down. And, you know, typically we don't see league games broken down in such a clean manner, but Team Liquid gave us a great example of that one. A few errors made, but I want to frame it that way. It was Team Liquid errors, right? Like, Dignitas was capturing moments that they could get back in, but it's because Jan was out of position. It's because Opti was missing these impales, things like that.
Really mixed feelings about Team Liquid after this game. Happy that they get the win, unhappy with how sloppy was in the middle.
All right, hear me out. APA is using Summoner Spell Flee after every game. It's finally on CD.
Scan the QR code on the screen, click the link in chat, or the Uber Eats button on lolesports.com to access the Champions Shop featuring exclusive deals and 50% off on.
Sorry, I was laughing too hard. My mic didn't pick it up. It got like noise gated.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Yawn interview incoming.
First and foremost, how'd that game feel for you? You were pretty strong at first, and then things started kind of getting a little shaky.
I mean, to be honest, it was very weird. To be honest, it was a very slow game. We're not very used to slow games these days. We're usually fist fighting.
Why is the music still fucking going?
How do you keep focus sometimes? Because like you guys had that massive lead, but then I think at first AP gets picked, you get picked, Cordy gets picked.
Turn off the music!
Things happen like that, right? How do you guys center yourselves?
I think we just open our eyes.
The audio
Simple,
double?
Just open your
Just
eyes.
me.
Just that simple?
Yeah, just that simple.
And then of course we've been hearing, I think it was
just me or is
Spawn on
audio
Sack now
double?
talking about like you guys are triple blocking. You guys are also very harsh on yourselves, and I know you're a bit of a grinder a lot of the time. So like, and then apparently you're opposed to like having breaks, just in general. Like, how do you not feel like you're gonna get burnt out at any point?
Too busy to get a burnout right now. Yeah. Also, we're not night blocking that much these days. It was like the first 3 weeks we like had to focus up, so we were. But these days, where it's like a lot more lax, I would say for sure.
Taking a step back as my last question, just you've had an incredibly strong split 1, and I think so far a great split 2. If there were accolades or awards, you probably
Keep the music and added Subway Surfers.
MVP, anything like that.
Holy, please, yes.
Dude, this music.
This year.
I'm gonna
I
lose
did
my
have
mind.
A decent first split, but this split is like pretty rough. I think the meta is definitely not centered on bot lane, so it's a bit harder. It's a bit of a struggle
What?
these days, I will say.
Yeah.
The meta's not centered on bot lane?
Final message from the fans out there.
Thank you
Nah,
fans
you're
for
trolling.
supporting us, and thank you Honda.
All
All right, sweet. Gonna be sending us to a break. Thank you guys. Take it away.
Thank you, Honda.
Bot lane is giga broken right now. I feel like. I feel like there's like a good number of top laners that are just like pretty stable, and it is not really like
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life
super carry top meta anymore.
like common courtesy. Really, Brenda?
Jace got nerfed, Rumble got nerfed.
No way. Pretty blue.
Don't really see too much Aurora top anymore. Like Jax and Bessa all got nerfed.
Yeah, that's not guaranteed.
Hold on. Let me put you on.
What else is being played right now, guys? I feel like the strongest top laners right now are like Sion, Gragas,
Or we'll make it right. That's
Gnar, maybe. Not even Gnar. Gnar's just okay. He's just like a fill pick.
So Double Lift unretires, says bot lane strong and tank tops are strong. Am I understanding this correctly?
Yep.
I mean, bot lane is very strong right now. Specifically, I think Varus, Trist, and Corki are like very overtuned.
I think Gwen for top is pretty insane.
Oh, that's a good one. Gwen is really strong right now. That's true. There's some good carry tops, obviously, but yeah, kind of few.
TP only behind this one.
At least what I feel like is it's not any less of a bot carry meta than it ever has been. It's not like it's really strange for you to play the bot, or like you feel like you're pressured, like you have to play towards top to win. I don't feel that way. Where like there are some metas where it's just like, okay, top is playing fucking, you know, Jace Aurora or something, and it's just like whatever top laner starts winning is just gonna take over the game.
He's gonna make time. Yeah, he's making a lot of time.
And it's not that right now.
Yeah.
Can we do
No, I do agree. I think the stuff you're playing bot makes a lot more sense than what we've seen from a lot of these teams, like fucking TP, Sivir, MF.
Misfortune, and I never played that. I think there are a few picks bot lane that are fill the utility role well, but still have late game carry potential, like Jhin. And maybe you can play Ashe. I haven't played too much Ashe recently, but I feel like Jin's very strong as well. And you don't usually need resources on that champ.
I'm really confused where the Tristanas are. She seems really good.
Yeah. When I talk to like the tier 1 players that I've been asking about, like, you know, are people playing her? How does it go? They say that she's too weak early game and she's very useless in a standoff. So if you're ever in a poke war or standoff at a jungle like objective, she doesn't contribute, which
shouldn't she just go push? I thought that was her thing. She just plays like a soul laner, just yellow push.
Yeah, so I mean, they basically feel like the weaknesses that she brings is not worth playing around, but I feel like they're totally worth playing around. And if you just keep injecting resources into Trist, she will eventually make it way worth it for the team. Like another one is like, thank you. She's like really not super strong when it comes to like swapping for grubs, because she doesn't have a good matchup normally, and then she's not like that good at a grubs fight compared to like other early game ADCs. But once again, I feel like if the enemy team swaps for grubs and then you just get like 2 or 3 plates early as Trist, it's worth it. It's just worth it. Like I mean, it sounds very like selfish or whatever, but like you are actually like getting by with like the minimal amount of punishment for a super scaler.
What fuels me? I mean, I think I just love the game. I grew up playing a ton of video games, and League of Legends has been my favorite by far. I mean, I think it's like the one that's held my interest the longest by a long shot, and it's just like really fun to play. I remember the first time I ever played League, it was Season 2.
Someone's asking me for recommendations on a steroid cycle.
I skipped the tutorial because they told me I didn't need to play it, which I didn't know gave me higher MMR at the time, but I got into game, and I picked Orianna, so it was the free champ, and I maxed all my abilities together and got flamed by my team. That was my first game of League. What fuels you?
Welcome back to the LTA North. Got an announcement right off the bat. Ludwig is going to be co-streaming for Shopify Rebellion versus DSG on site at the Riot Games Arena next Saturday. We'll also be recording a show match after the broadcast. You can scan this QR code
Ludwig.
on your screen right now to get tickets for next week. But on to the matchup at hand. We have Licorice, who's been playing since Season 2, improving every week. We also have Saint, who won Player of the Week last week, and he was awesome. If you only ever watched Week 1 of LTA, you'd think this guy's the best player in the entire continent.
Yes, he was performing so insanely for this team.
Oh my god, I had Saint in my game last night and he was tilted out of his mind.
His Yone play, I think, made it very
My
difficult
god.
to argue against. Like,
he lost a lot of stocks for me, to be honest.
Has been the backbone of this squad, and the question
Gonna have
was
to
always
bring
going
that
to
game
be
up really
if
fast.
this team could be coordinated enough to play around his strengths.
Yeah, I think that was the big thing for me.
Completely
right? 'Cause we saw flashes of
winnable
this.
game.
If you watched him at all in LCK Challengers, you know
He went
exactly
2
why
and
he
13,
was
was
so
spamming
hyped coming out
FF
of
the
it, right?
entire
He
game,
was the most hyped mid lane
and just
prospect
rage pushing
coming out
side.
of that league. And the big thing for me is that now with better coordination,
It's all good.
with
It's
the
all good. He
team,
got it
the
out.
team
He got
looks
it out of
better
his system
and
before
he
our match.
looks even better.
Let's see him lock in now.
It's crazy because, like, you're right. Like, Lions comes through, and he also just he drops a bomb with the Nico performance, and you're like, okay, wait, this team looks great. They have a 2-0 win, like, week, so there's so much they can do. So I'm excited to see how they perform today.
Production made a game for us.
Okay.
With Saint.
I'm sweating.
So they are asking us to guess the player based only on stats. So it's going to be Saint and some other mid laner. I guess we're trying to guess who he's going up against.
Is it
Let's
an
pull up the
LTA
first
mid
one.
laner, or is it going to be like he's going against?
First 7 games. So this is the first 7 games with this other guy, and Saint's first 7 games, because that would include his split 1 games as well.
Okay, first 7 games for a player.
Difference, not that great. I mean,
Is it
for
of all,
those
like,
stats are actually
in
not that
history?
incredible.
Like, Bjergsen could be one? Or is it
I'm gonna go
a
Quid.
current player?
I'm gonna go Quid. I'm actually gonna go Quid.
Oh, for his first 7 games.
Yeah, because we're talking first 7 games, like, I'm expecting some trickery here. He's tied him on KVA.
All right, Emily, what's your guess?
Ugh.
See, you gotta be quick to it.
Yeah.
3.
I'll go.
I'm gonna go quad.
Louis. Or wait, no, he hasn't played 7 games.
Well, it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
Oh, fuck, it's Quid.
You got it, Raz.
That's what I'm talking about, guys.
Nicely done. Former MVP Quid. So these are better start than Quid.
Yes.
Quid was debuted, I believe, on 100 Thieves at the tail end of a year that was not very successful.
Yes,
Came back
after
next year and it was
Bjergsen
incredible.
pieced out, Quid comes in.
I
Didn't
think we
the
have
greatest
another one
performance.
as well.
Guys,
We do not have another one.
That was
Oh,
it.
That was
what?
it.
100%.
I thought we were gonna have to get. Well, Raz, you win the game.
Yeah.
By the way, the real key
Congratulations.
of my big forehead is the big brain that comes with it. So.
I believe it.
So, right now, preseason, we thought top 4, bottom 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought 100 Thieves, TL, FlyQuest.
Back when DL was griefing
and
him,
C9
yes,
would be top
sir.
4, and then Lion, Shopify, these guys would all be in the bottom 4. But
Yes, sir.
with how good Saint looked, and with Lion
Poor
already
Quid,
beating
man. His
2 of the
debut,
other
his
3
ADC was
that
fucking
are,
30 years old.
quote, in the
What can you
bottom
do?
4, how strong do we think they'll be?
Well, and it's the question for both of these teams, right? Because if you're looking at their opponents in this match, Shopify are the one where I feel like all of us were united has been like, okay, they're going to be the top of the bottom 4. They are the team that can punch up. Now with Lions, like much improved coordination, this match is actually kind of crucial in deciding for me who could potentially try to make noise by going up when they go up against the top teams.
Exactly. That's why I think it was crucial to hear from Adilan at this pros that I had with him, just talking about his eyes on Shopify's drafts, actually.
I think Contracts seems like really happy when they can play aggressive. Like they're 2 games Nafiri, they just all pushing lanes, they just walk into enemy jungle, put wars, and he just invade level 3.
That's true.
And I feel like they playing like this, they seems really strong. But I want to see when they cannot do this. Like cannot like just go into enemy jungle level 3, try to invade, do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Because they feel like 2 games in a row, they just do that. And also, I feel like we are.
They had 2 games in a row of the same draft, right? That was fucking crazy.
Like they were 4v5 and they just still doing attack can. They just threw the game, but I don't know. It feels like they are happy playing like this, you know, like so aggro. So, but I want to see like when they are behind.
I love Audie's jungler perspective there.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? That team comp where they have 3 winning lanes and an invading jungler, you know, as a jungler, I don't want to play against that. So I understand.
You could also almost see the jealousy on his face. He's like, man, I wish I had that every game.
Or the fury. Like, I felt like him self-inserting there and be like, if that happened to me, like, I'm looking at the coach instantly. that is not happening. So
Just carried by his laners, not even good. OP champ.
Another pushing lane?
Who?
So, yeah, it's gonna
That's
be
what
fun. And with
Audie was
Shopify,
saying about
it's interesting to
contracts.
see that they brought in this comp that they truly believed in, and they're willing to
He
run
said
that.
literally anyone could do that.
On that comp that they are willing
Autumn's
to
easy.
try something different with the same spirit in mind. Like contracts being given the resources and also like
Yorick
I talked
jungle
about
has the
how he
highest
had
win rate.
gold,
Time to bust this
difference
out in
at 50
competitive.
on all players. And when he has that lead, I think he's strong with it. So I'm
Bug
interested to
it.
see if they
Yorick
don't have that
jungle.
comp anymore, if they have something alongside with it that make contracts great. What do you think?
Well, I think it's going to come down to what Shopify Rebellions think, or rather, if Lions think that it's worth leaving those champs up again. It seems like Adelan is not interested in letting Shopify run that draft back, but we are into pick and ban here for our final game of the day. Lion taking on Shopify Rebellion. They framed
Oh shit, Nefiri ban.
Summoner's Rift.
From last split, if you win this matchup, you're putting your name in the conversation as a team that can punch up Kobe, because it seems like the line between the top 4 and the bottom 4 might be shakier this split.
Yeah, I mean, Lion have started off this split really, really successfully. Though I would say Shopify,
Lion
you know,
undefeated.
in their first
Damn.
showing some really big improvements. There were 2 main things for me with this Shopify lineup that I needed to see
Damn.
in split number 2. Number 1 was Contracts and Powerfox looking way more proactive and aggressive and actually pulling off some plays. They blew that out of the park here in the first couple games. The Nefiri was a critical part. Of course, that is banned out here by Lion. It's you don't have to do any research to figure out why they banned that one out. Contracts was just invading over and over and did really well with the Nefiri.
First pick Yone. Gwen's going through then.
Do you take Sejuani here?
I feel like Yone
Coach
is
double
good into
lift?
Gwen.
Do we take Sedge?
I don't like Sedge that much. Just opens Lilia. I think Lilia's better champ. I feel like you pick Sedge when
Lilia's banned.
when they pick a fighter and you just need a tank. Like if they blinds in, then and like the only thing you need to do in this game is just survive and like play just a meatball for your team.
Yeah, Shopify banned Lilia.
Huh?
Wow, they don't take
No, they
Gwen?
didn't. That's Nico.
Oh.
Dude, Lions 2-0.
Kinda
Their
looks
mid
like
laner
her.
legit looked like he was smurfing. So they first picked
Yeah.
Yone.
Saint's pretty crazy. I am just constantly waiting for Palafox to get back to form. He had a really insane Yone game last split though. It's like 1v9, but
He had an insane game last split.
Yeah. At some point.
Sejuani Maokai. Yawn. So bored. Bring back Fearless.
Support Maokai. No worries, man.
Okay, how about BO1s? You can't play any champs that were played earlier that day. Like Fearless carries over from all the games before you. Thoughts?
Very smart. Yeah. Maokai into Sedge. Classic.
Wow. 2 Gwen haters.
I kind of like what Lion's cooking is very aggressive. It's very spicy.
That's like classic Yone draft, actually.
Yeah.
Surprised Rumble went through. I'm surprised Gwen went through too. Everything just went through.
Gwen is gonna go unpicked. I feel like you're not gonna pick Gwen here at this point. Yeah, Ambessa into Rumble.
Fudge has just
Like-
only played Ambessa this whole split.
I feel like Ambessa is horrible already. Like there's who are we going on? We going on the Yone? I don't know. This seems like a good Jax game. I don't know. Maybe Jax is so too hard to play into Rumble.
Oh, they showed all their solos.
They meant instead of
yeah.
Ambessa.
Instead of Ambessa, yeah.
Nah, dude, Rumble's just OP.
Yeah.
You need to pick
why
like
did we
freaky
open
shit
it?
into Rumble, like Galio. You need to pick freaky shit like
Freaky
Galio.
shit.
Okay, well then just fucking like open Vi or open Nico and just don't give him it if the answer is to pick a useless champ so you can be fine.
Okay, but Galio's actually good versus Rumble. Top laners just don't know how to play
Ambessa
Galio.
this bad?
see if any support bands come through. So far,
my Ambessa stocks are very low right now. She doesn't seem that good anymore.
What the fuck happened?
People figured out you can use flash on her ulti, and then she doesn't do anything, or you can just get to the point in the game where she doesn't do any damage. Because I feel like the Eclipse Shojin build, where you go like Eclipse Shojin Sterix, and then you're kind of like, I don't know, it's like Death Dance GA. That build doesn't do very much damage. So there comes a point in the game where like you're easily killed, but you're also like not really threatening anybody. So.
What if you do lethality stuff like Voltaic into
if you go Baus build, you'll actually continuously threaten somebody. If you get on them, you'll kill them in 2 seconds. So actually, I think that build scales way better.
Very good setup for that.
Lover's Quarrel.
Xayah Rakan.
Wait, Xayah blind seems crazy. No?
Let's see, actually.
They wanted to break up the Xayah Rakan from Shopify, and from here, I think you probably
just blind Xayah?
Trist or Corki. Trist or Corki.
Or Kai'Sa.
You already have so much fucking damage. I think you just go Corki.
They cannot fuck him in lane?
Xayah? You can fuck Xayah in lane, yes. You can play Corki here, and it's going to be really good.
Oh, they should go Corki then. Self-counter.
Good one. Kai'Sa with full dive does make sense, but playing full like dive against this comp doesn't make too much sense. On the other hand, Kai'Sa does a ton of damage, so the enemy team diving the Kai'Sa is not going to be like too easy either.
Yeah, hoping for an action-packed game here.
Isn't Xayah really good with Kai'Sa?
These days, I don't know. Used to be. These days, I'm not sure.
This one, I'm definitely on board with you.
Because Yuntal versus Reaver is like Yuntal favored on one item, and then maybe just the nature of like going Yuntal, i.e. Navori, you're gonna scale better than Xayah.
Why are the graphics on LTA broadcast so like low res? By the way, am I the only one that gets spotted by that? It looks like they're using like 480p graphics.
Which one?
Like the champion portraits.
Oh,
it's so like blurry and pixelated.
I did not notice that. Gotta look closer next time.
Oh, it's using the new skin, the one you can buy to support the League of Legends esports ecosystem, because
oh my god,
all sales will go towards teams.
Yes.
Battle Academia Xayah.
We hope he is. Let's see it. Is he using it? Or did you already see it?
And then now, like, the camera quality looks so low res, doesn't it?
Camera looks kind of similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of keeping track of enemy jungle.
I mean,
my
the thing
eyes
that's
that are
always
wrong.
What do you have your stream quality on?
Mr. Contracts in
Mac?
this game, because if he's able to do
1440p, baby.
Oh, he is using Battle Academia Xayah. That's the new skin you can buy in the shop for 1820 RP, and a percentage of all sales go towards teams.
Hashtag ad, hashtag ad, hashtag ad.
Those large Yone
That's amazing.
And Henna should be very self-sufficient, which is something that you really need. You know, a lot of the players, even online, the team themselves talked about that some of the communication issues.
The one thing that keeps bugging me, somebody pointed out last week, is where the CS number is.
Exactly, but
yeah, it's like inside the champ.
In the portrait, like why is it not like in the gap between their score and the portrait?
Lions also has a list of accolades. Both of these guys are legends in their own right.
And to unsee it.
4-time CBLOL champion Seos versus the 3
Seos and Lions accolades.
Oh, did these guys used to play together?
They're both supports.
Yeah, they used to do double support bot lane.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Back when I was first getting into League, this was very popular. I started back in 2015.
This is Q. Is he a noob?
Palafox is fisting. Palafox is fisting.
Oh, no, he's not. What? He's getting fisted here. Wait, Saint misspaced that last Q. He could have hit him in the butt on the way out, but he ran away too
Oh,
fast.
E at level 2. I like that.
What
Oh, you're
hell?
so
How
good.
ahead are
okay,
you?
mid is over. Okay, mid is over. Mid is over. Mid is over. GG.
Yeah, that last Q.
Yone's W got nerfed, right?
Versus the Yone, it's always like, all right,
No,
how
next
many of
patch it
these
is.
Qs can I
Oh, next
sidestep
patch?
when he's just zerking at
So
me? Because
very
he
funny
can't
about the
do
Yone E
anything about
snapback.
when he's gonna
It actually turns out it didn't really change anything, and Yone just got buffed.
That's so funny.
I've never seen it where like, okay, Yone snapped back and he's still CC'd, so let's get him at his original location. But I do notice his damage
He
is a
usually
bit
goes back
higher
so
now.
far it won't matter, right? If he's like still stunned.
Yeah.
True.
Fucking hilarious. He just got 10% damage and it was disguised as a nerf.
Wait, can someone time
It's for the
check?
future.
Are we synced?
I'm 52.
Have you guys ever noticed the favoritism that Yone Yasuo have in Riot Games balance changes?
Yeah,
if they're
Yasuo's
ever bad,
horrible.
They legit get deep throated. No, they legit get deep throated by Riot Games every patch.
They get what?
And if they
What?
ever have to get nerfed, then they get a compensation buff. Like Yone, they knew they'd have to nerf it, and then but then they immediately couple it with a compensation buff.
I see. Well, I was gonna say that I think Yasuo is like so bad compared to Yone. Like Yone just has every tool in the game. Oh wow, nice trade by Henna. Hold on, wait, this is actually looking. Oh!
I think I'm at least 10 seconds ahead of Double Div.
Yeah, we are 10 seconds ahead.
Give me time. Go.
6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 51, 52, 53.
I stand with Pobelter.
I stand with Pobe.
657.
Okay, I'm good. Thank you. Contracts is behind. He's hashtag
I mean, this is
coming
so
from
obvious.
behind.
No, B-Boy's like walking at them.
Yeah. They're kind of giving away with body language, and so Henna's respecting it. The Q over the wall was kind of clever by Contracts to dodge the ward, but I don't think there's anything but flash. Just a flash.
Oh.
Wow, not even a flash.
That was
Dude, that Zaya skin
a
is so cool.
very
Actually.
fucking
It
sad
looks like
game.
the wing of a butterfly.
She looks like she walks weird,
I'm not
but it
even,
looks
like,
better. It legit looks better than normal.
It looks sick as fuck. I'm not even like saying this to.
Yeah,
promote
it's
the
so
skin, it
cool.
actually just looks cool.
Where could I get this skin like that? I'm really
Yeah, look at
interested.
It looks cool.
Well, like every other skin, it's just in the store.
It's
What do
in
you
the
mean?
shop? Huh.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Okay.
Oh, they're getting fucked off the wave. His base is gonna get canceled. Oh my god, imagine his base gets canceled. It did.
He does. Oh my god. Wait, don't
All
even
right,
take the
GG.
wave.
Swap.
Literally,
Time to
don't
swap.
Even. Okay.
We opted for this AD matchup, by the way. We picked Kaisa into Zaya.
Yep.
Dude, I really don't think it's that bad. They actually just suck at the game. This matchup is totally fine. Missed the plate. -1 plate.
They suck the game?
They suck the game.
What did they do wrong?
They got naked Rel W'd as
Oh.
the Kaisa and then took all their HP in a trade. And Rakan's advantage in melee matchups is that he out-sustains. So you just take small trades, and eventually he'll out-sustain by spamming heals on his AD.
Why is Rel naked?
Good on Sneaky.
I'm just confused.
So Rel's naked and Yone's getting deep-throated, am I understanding correctly?
Wait, why did he place his pink there? He legit just fed them a pink ward. Minus not 75 gold.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, this
Good
game's
question.
Jover. If Contracts can't get his team an early lead, they just cannot play.
What's going on? Henna's trolling hard
Henna's
as fuck.
for funning. Somehow.
Wow. That was
he
not
can do
the
that?
most. Does Henna have tier 2 boots or something? Push him back. He's dead. 100% he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Bye bye.
100%. Yep.
Wait,
Yep,
either
he's done.
communication issue where they're just simply not talking about Yone's move, or Contracts lost his mind. Ooh, wow, he's gonna instantly recall off this, right? Don't even help on grubs. Oh, we're going fruits and staying?
going to be
You're a freak.
coordination. How do they coordinate?
Base.
Well,
Yes.
League of Legends is its own language, Genghis, and there you go.
Damn. And B-Boy's such a pussy. He won't even go next wave when he knows the enemy AD is 1 HP. No worries.
Kill credit, not ideal, but it's still very, very effective. They get
take it.
Oh, that was actually a replay of Enna on that skin.
Oh, he aimed it knowing Audi was going to knock him back.
Nice little bump back into the Saint ultimate to clean that one.
Damn.
That was so sick.
It did not
Damn.
immediate dragon answer, but they are progressing down towards the dragon at the moment.
I don't think we'll see any action immediately on it, so I want to highlight again strength of schedule. This is the positioning phase here. We're going to go into the group stage best of threes as Lions don't find the engaged bot side. But it's important to note that Lion have played a easy strength of schedule, you could argue, early on here.
I think almost every single time Rel wins lane, it's like a massive mistake by the enemy bot lane. I don't think there's a shittier laning support than Rel.
Worse than Leona?
Worse than Leona, way worse than Alistar.
Nautilus.
Yeah. Okay, if it's Rel versus Nautilus, it's like even, to be honest.
Huh. What makes her so bad?
No range, can't make a W unless they're AFK. There's a gap between Q and W, so if you do QW the ADC and he flashes it, then you're almost guaranteed going to be trading flashes because like you're committed, and then he flashed your W. It's like the whole thing is like super awkward.
I see.
The way that like I feel like most Rels play in lane is like you E and then you fish for a max range Q, then you go QW and you like make. There are certain timers where like it's pretty good to do.
Reestablishing control, still not going to prioritize the dragon, even though they had pushed bot side. Lions goes for a reset here, and is actually running towards the top half of the map. So as of right now, neither team seems heavily invested into this dragon.
How come you didn't name your cat Yumi?
That would have been very original.
So, why not?
Looks like they're just going to go for a good old-fashioned gank on Fudge.
I mean, I could have.
Does have flash up, so let's see what they can manage here.
Yeah, Fudge is going to have to be very careful here.
We went for really original names for white cats like Mochi.
Damn, that was unlucky.
Yeah.
Maokai ult is just goated.
I guess so.
That's.
The ultimate tags.
I mean, I was legit fucking that up in yesterday, but giving Ambessa and max range ulti out, it's like really feels bad. There it didn't matter if she hit it or not. It was actually pretty
she just
good
got hit by a
Lion.
naked Maokai ult.
Yeah.
Seamlessly for Lion. They're just racking them up.
Good one. No, Lions played well. He accounted for the fact that he might give Ambessa. I mean, like everyone knows that Ambessa can ult to like buffer a CC. So he preemptively queued backwards, expecting him to hit it, but somehow Fudge missed it. That just shows me that Lions is
some of those games they were going for every single inhibitor, really making sure that they were checking all their boxes. But an early game like this feels the exact same, where they are just checking the boxes. They're playing the map. They're playing well on their timers. Right now,
did Unending Despair get buffed? Everyone's buying it again this week.
Do they try and contest? They still don't have flash on Saints, so they might just let this go.
Yeah, I think probably for sure.
No, I don't know. No, I don't think it got buffed. I don't really understand why people are buying that.
People just totally dropped it after the nerfs, and now it's coming back.
Yeah.
It's a very early Unending Despair. Unending Despair is not quite the rush item that it used to be after it was correctly identified as being mega OP, and
I believe the term is a problem.
Yeah, it was a problem, and now it is just an item. It's a thing. It's decent.
Tank items, I feel like, are in a really weird spot where like you're not gonna want to buy like fucking like support items like Locket, but like the actual tank items all feel kind of strange. There's not like an easy one to buy every game.
We see the lane roam from Lions before this vision toggle, by the way, but the Rel roam.
How about like a Knight's Vow?
Too licorice for a possible lane.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be too squishy. I guess I do understand Unending Despair is kind of a general, just like one size fits all. It's an okay item. I don't know though. With top laners, I feel like it's actually way more intuitive because you're gonna want to buy one take item that gives you wave clear, like Sunfire or All the Radiance, and that can like segue into like another tank item that makes sense for the game. But right for jungle, I don't know. I always think Heartsteel Sejuani looks troll as fuck. I never see the Sejuani get more than like 100 HP off of it, and it's just looking useless.
For early on, but now the Herald is going to be more synced up with the Dragons. That's
Inspired
but the
did pretty well with it.
Because that first dragon happened so late, we have
On
a
fire?
instance where it's not like a big
No, I said
Hard melee.
Inspired did well with it.
Yeah, well, I think Inspired could have built Deathcap and they would have won.
Also, how much money can you get before those run out with the grubs?
Yep.
Because once you get 6, there's not a lot of time to work with, but you can really power
Deathcap.
through some turret plate money. So another
Could be good.
really close low one here on the bottom side, but
which currently I think they've gotten 0 because they weren't close enough to get the 1, and I can't tell mid lane right now. Oh no, there's a couple there.
I thought the Kaisa build was Yuntal now.
Yeah, I think it is, but he didn't base with enough money, so he went.
He just went some trash.
I'm not really a big fan of this. There's so many random problems. Like one problem is when you buy pickaxe with Kraken, you don't get Q evolved until level 9, or I think it might be level 10.
Actually, it's level 10.
Okay, there we go.
Takes for fucking ever. It's true.
Takes too long. The second problem is there's not an easy transition into crits, so then you end up not having Navori, which also feels pretty bad late game. And yeah, I don't even think that Kraken is necessarily even better of a one-item spike than Yuntal, so you don't get any real benefit except for it's easier to build.
I saw Smash win Yuntal on Kai'Sa.
Yep, he went Yuntal I Navori. It's like the build with Triss and Kai'Sa now.
He goes IE second, right?
No, he did something weird. He went Yuntal pickaxe and Navori. So the pickaxe is to Q evolve, and then he went Navori.
Huh.
I think if you already
Isn't
buy the
that like-
pickaxe, you might as well just go finish IE and fuck the evolve.
Is that not
E-
like
evolve is
mosquito
the least
build?
important one. What's up?
Is that not like mosquito build? Yuntal,
Yeah.
Navori?
Yeah, I think Navori is only good when you have a lot of damage already from Yuntal IE. And then the play pattern is like you auto 4 or 5 times between E's. So it becomes very OP. Oh, nice.
Does that give you
flash by
evolve?
Odie. That was beautiful.
Okay, interesting. So
What was that, Meteos?
I said, does that give you the evolve if you go the pickaxe Navori thing?
It does. It does.
Okay.
It is a bit of a mosquito build though. So you end up with kind of a lot of crit and not a lot of AD.
Those will be, if not up, very close to being up by the time those spawn. So I actually like that window from Shopify to look for something.
Yeah, let's see if there's gonna be any opportunity for Lion to try and force.
Yeah, I think sometimes people go Runons. I've tried it. I think Runons kind of sucks on Kai'Sa compared to Navori at least, where you're constantly resetting your ECD. And then basically as a result of getting it, you end up with like way more stats because you never lose uptime on your E. And E is like, I don't even know how much attack speed, but it's probably around 100 attack speed. So having it up
What is the
entire
point of
time-
Runons as an item? I feel like it hasn't been good since like season 3.
It's so fucking bad. Even on champs like Kog'Maw.
Season 3.
Like, what is it supposed to be? There's like 3 tanks that are slowly advancing on you, and you're just like AoE hitting all the tanks, and you're like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. But like that never happens.
I'll tell you what it's for. It's for Jinx to triple her damage, and that's like the only way that it'll ever be good.
True. Or Twitch maybe.
Oh yeah, it could be Twitch. Even Kog'Maw, I think you go Navori to have 100% W uptime. I think it's way more important to have uptime on your steroid than it is to be AoEing people while your steroid's on. Like it just generally works out that way at the highest level of play. That like you just want more consistency on like your self buffs. Even on a champ like Xayah, right? It's like, yeah, you could go rapid fire, but what about having W on 100% of the time? Is that like, it's not even just W, but it's like you reset the cooldown of your Q and E, which gives you more feathers, which makes your E more strong. It's just like it feeds into itself like so easily. Or you could go rapid fire. Whoa. The one auto can be good, but yeah.
Did you guys see the T1 series last night versus HLE?
Yeah.
No, Lena was telling me about it though. I was in bed. She
They
said
got,
they fucking got hard stomped.
Yeah, I didn't actually see it, but Jesus Christ, they got destroyed. Faker went 1 in 18.
He went 1-18.
What?
Like
Really?
Not in a single game, but just overall, all
Yeah,
3 games.
Jesus.
Like 118-6 or something. Like you just got completely butt fucked.
Wait.
Oh my
It was
god.
3-0?
It was 2-0.
2-0, yeah.
Wait. What?
So he
Why?
went- he went
Why is Game of Legends
0-9-1.
showing me 3 games? Oh, wait, yes, the second 2 are mirrored. What the fuck?
To avoid spoilers, maybe?
Oh, that makes sense.
Dude, I think this is just draft gap. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why did they counterpick themselves like everywhere? I feel like Azir is not that good versus Yone. I'd rather be Yone. And then they counterpicked themselves on AD too.
Yeah. I kind of feel like Azir Sejuani is like not. It's just too old. Like you can't.
Yeah, it's too
play
old
that.
and too slow versus like Yone Rumble, man. Like get fucking punched in the face before you can DPS.
You kind of need a bit of damage from your jungle when you play something slow like Azir. So maybe you just have to go like a fighting jungler like Xin. Or if you're gonna do this, you better have like
Game of Legends is
Turbo,
bugged. My stats were wrong.
OP
They recorded it as a 3-0, but they just repeated game 2
I
twice.
I just
So yeah,
kind
he
of
went 1-11, not 1-18.
Everyone online just walking around doing whatever they want. There's never any threat on anybody.
I mean, Sedge Azir is a good combo. I just don't think it's good versus like Yone Rumble.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. Yeah.
There's no ward.
What did Palafox say?
I can't
TP, no
TP,
ward.
there's no ward. I can't.
Hashtag I can't.
Can't
He
or
can't.
won't?
Oh my god.
In their favor with how
I
the
can't.
went, but
And even though Saint didn't get fed in that play,
This
he
dude's
still
neck
was
looks
a
really
big
long.
part of it, using the
Is he
fade
tall?
over the top, flashing
He does have a
forward
long
connection
neck.
so that Licorice could pick up the kills. There's a reason he got player of the week. He's not the really standout premier carry right now, getting all the kills.
His name in Korea used to be Giraffe.
For this team, and is really adding
Draft?
Giraffe.
Giraffe.
He's got a really long neck.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was actually really cool by Licorice.
Wow, he just shit
Wow,
on
Licorice turned around. Was it intentional? Like, is he actually like that young where he would do that? When Fudge ulted him, Licorice turned his flame spitter around so he could keep burning him while he was stunned. Pretty cool. Now I don't know if it was on purpose. It's just like he might have just wanted to like move his character out of to dodge my best ulti, and it was kind of just like muscle memory that he turned his character around for a dodge. But something very good if he did it on purpose.
And the secondary side ones are the most expensive
Lion has had
Who would've-
the most dominant games, I think.
They look clean as fuck, yeah. I mean, they're about to be 3-0. Oh my god,
just-
Saints.
Just swinging his cock around.
Just going
Dude,
in
would that unit
2v1.
change not just make some matchups like way worse, but overall probably be a buff to him? Just like harder counters.
He turned around, dude.
That looked on
Ooh,
purpose.
That's what I thought.
That for sure looked
I
intentional.
mean,
That's what you thought?
but like, the matchups like that are just like what are you gonna
Like, what-
play? Like,
What about
Annie,
Zoe?
Lissandra?
Zoe for sure.
Yeah, so like you're gonna play Zoe now? She's
I
gonna
mean,
buff
maybe.
next patch.
I could see it. Like, he just gets hard fucking slept. Even though he's far, Zoe can still follow up, probably.
I just feel like you just try to go 50-50 and then you will eventually just hit a timing where Zoe's useless.
Zoe can't lane inside. Yeah.
It might be better after this next patch because Zoe's wave clear is getting like mega juice though.
Huh.
They're making Q deal full damage to all creeps, so she's literally just gonna one shot every single wave.
Whoa.
Starting at, like level 5.
Looks like a Zoe skin is in order to celebrate this.
There's no damage here on the Otacon. Audiolin
Look what
threaten the smite steal. I like
fucking
that
Henna rush
assignment
second.
there.
Wow.
Nobody was near Saint.
That's
He just
surprising.
keeps the dragon himself. 5 kills to 1 in favor of Lion. About 4,000.
Would you expect IE second?
And they're also stacking up the
Yeah, I think so.
Things are looking fantastic
Kind of over-indexing a bit on
early in the
haste,
split
but
for this roster that wasn't able to get
he
things
can-
to come together.
it won't really matter in a game like this. He's not even doing most of the damage.
They have
Yone and Rumble are fucking huge. I keep seeing Rumble by Bloodletters.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was
Schedule.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this TP.
Oh!
Oh.
Into the fucking Maokai. Are you serious? That was so unlucky timing.
Holy shit. What a depressing TP.
Oh my god, bro. That was like
Everyone's already out, and Fudge is like, oh, this doesn't look good.
It's just the timing of the TP2 where it was just perfectly into the Maokai ult. He couldn't even flash.
Not being able to cancel your TP anymore has caused irreversible psychological damage to solo laners. It feels so bad when you can't cancel TPs like that anymore. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna die. And it takes like 5 seconds for the channel to complete.
Yeah.
You get one per game.
Yeah.
TP canceling was the worst meta.
I do feel like Fudge is really over-indexing on Ambessa. Like, he really loves the champ, but I don't feel like she's great in every game, and unironically in a game like this, maybe Renekton would have been good. Right? There's so many melee for you to vamp off of, and if you click stun Yone at the right time, you'll just kill him. So, I don't know. It's hard. I don't think they lost off draft alone, but once they started losing, I don't see how they can come back.
On the side of Lime, and it looks like it's going to be liberally.
They didn't have a whole lot of winning lanes.
No.
Rumble just looks OP. Unless you have a pocket pick cooked up.
Who's he bad against? Galio?
That's like what weird guys will pick, yeah, and apparently it's good for Galio. And then it kind of makes sense, like you can always set up the ulti kind of matches the other ult, and you can be really active on the map too if you're like Galio. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I was Galio, I could play it. Or if I was the top laner, I would play Galio versus Rumble.
I just feel like it's so situational. In a game like this, it makes sense because you're peeling. But like, if Rumble's team isn't super dive, then I think Galio's not that good in a standoff, but Rumble is.
I feel like Galio's pretty flexible. Wow, these schedules are rough.
Oh, there's also Meteos.
Seus just exploded.
That guy just got
I like how
banged.
decisive that was. Just insta dive as soon as the wave crashes.
You definitely get a
Lion
lot
are
of
just the
confidence when you
goats.
have this Atacon buff. Oh, wow, and Saint just gets a 2-for-1. The fucking free flash at the end, just because B-Boy was ego walking up.
This is just like the most painful Kai'Sa game I've ever watched, by the way. Didn't they last pick this? Or they counter picked this and then
Yeah, it was last pick.
Yeah, he last picked Kai'Sa and then he's legit just Eing away, flashing away, ulting away every fight for 30 minutes straight. And got fisted in lane.
Yeah. 100%. It's not pretty. It is not pretty. I don't have high
I'm a
hopes
Kai'Sa
for...
hater.
Really?
I'll just say it. I'm a Kai'Sa hater. Yeah. I think Kai'Sa as a champ is kind of whack.
Huh.
So inconsistent.
He's pretty inconsistent.
I'm a Kai'Sa enjoyer. She
No
always seems
output.
OP when I
mean,
see
how
her.
much damage has this guy dealt?
I mean,
this guy's no output.
This Kai'Sa game is awful, but I think most Kai'Sa games
I always
are
see
like
Kai'Sa
this.
have like no output. Like I swear I've watched like a billion Kai'Sa versus Ez games this season, where they like pick Kai'Sa into Ez and then Ez just shitting on Kai'Sa, like pushing in the whole game. Kai'Sa gets chunked out to one, has to base, no range, no
Legit.
sustain.
Let's see.
Wait.
I'll
That
check
guy's
her
dead.
overall win rate.
Oh.
Wait. This is actually looking kind of playable. I think B-Boy should look for ulti on Henna and get ult for ult. That would be really good. You have to make the first move as Kai'Sa. You can't just like react to stuff happening.
Kai'Sa has
You
a
have to blow-
60% win rate in top regions with 140 picks.
Lucky.
I'm definitely in between. I think she has some spots where she can be really strong, and oh wow.
Oh
that was-
my goodness.
Somehow that ended up being fine for Lions because Rumble ulti's covering the engage. There's no punish to the missed flash ulti from Rel, and it's because Rumble had an insane ult himself. 4v5 they defended with no jungle, and then Lion just gets third Drake. That doesn't feel that good for Shopify. They probably should have just realized that was not going to be a Baron angle.
Wait, is 5 points on Rel E normally? Emax Rel?
Oh, I don't know.
Which one is even her E?
Speed boost.
speed boost for her and.
Wait. I'm really just looking at
Does she give her teammate the speed? She should. Her nearest ally should get it, but I actually don't know for sure.
It's like speed toward enemies or some shit, right?
Yeah, she empowers an allied champion as well. They both gain 10% bonus move speed, increasing to 25. And then her next auto or Q deals bonus damage. Maxing her E gives it less cooldown. It goes from 14 to 10.
Okay.
If he gets that same angle, because B-Boy
Bring back Rel Jungle. Gone too soon.
If B-Boy stood on it, for sure.
So sad.
Honestly, the game was really exciting with Rel Jungle because there was always big fights, big wombos. I enjoyed that. The fact that she full cleared her jungle in like 3 minutes was pretty stupid, but
dude, that's like every new jungler these days.
I know, right? Needs
with
to stop.
damage buffs, yeah.
They'll just randomly
Zed can full clear at like
clear,
245.
and then it'll just be better.
6 camps, 245.
Zed, I saw that Zed video. That was fucking crazy. He can literally be invading the enemy camps before they're done with their first clear, and he's like, yeah.
Like Zyra,
like
yeah.
Zyra brand jungle meta. Who wanted that?
Oh my goodness!
Oh, you only got one tap.
Any AD carry can do that. Any AD carry lives there and kills him. Oh. Oh, goodness.
Man down.
Go back in, B-Boy.
Oh.
You pussy.
Oh! Oops.
Why is B-Boy just max range Wing?
I don't think they can end, can they? Maybe. Actually, Kites is kind of weak here.
They've got 6 grubs.
Wait, that's so deep. Does it even matter?
No,
No, they're fine. They're fine.
Wait, I heard Shopify is actually the most watched team in LTA because their support is Brazilian.
Yep.
And all their fans watch the support.
And they've had like ridiculously long games.
Is that why? Is that a huge bonus for them?
I mean, it can't hurt, right?
Shopify, the most popular team. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, the overall impact that Lions has from LATAM versus Meteos, them both being kind of the best supports from their region, it's kind of interesting because I always imagined Brazil is better than LATAM, but Lions is like actually smurfing every game.
That was a nice engage.
Dude, I can't believe you only got one shot here.
Yeah, he took so much damage here through shield though, just instantly dying. I think it's 'cause 5 people are hitting him and he's doesn't get to move.
I've been there.
It's easy to get one shot, yeah. Zione.
I think you'll take losing Saint in that exchange. Right now we're back to live here. 7,500 gold.
Death Cap Rumble? God damn.
Giga Shed.
Dude, I saw a fucking LCK game where the Rumble went jack show, and that was so worthless I couldn't believe my eyes.
Oh.
Didn't sound very good.
If they can manage it. They were very close earlier.
I like to if Fudge could also go blue trinket, so you can.
It was KT's top laner. I don't remember his name.
In situations like this, where like
maybe if you're against low damage.
Any of these brush or any.
Dude, he ulted Gumusi Jin, and Jin was in his ulti, right? So he was like literally just shooting all 4 bullets. He just tanked the whole thing, just sat in it. I was like, how do you sit in the fucking Rumble ulti? Like, what is he building? And I look at the items, I'm like, oh. Guy's like 4 items, and he was like fucking 200 AP max.
He could try and lead with that.
The best defense is a good offense. 80 carry mindsets.
The word on the street.
They can't kill you if they're dead.
Trying their best to just maintain
They'll just build damage.
Lanes. They have no control over top or bot. Both are shoving in, so they're losing waves, they're losing XP and gold.
Uh-oh. It looks like they're committing. Wait, they have Zaya. It's GG. It's gone. It's dead.
It do be dead instant. Oh, Rumble. Another great Rumble by Licorice, actually. Well,
so good.
Dude, I haven't seen a single Sejuani ult connect except for the one from the last team fight. And then one in early game. But besides that, they've legit all been nasty whiffs.
so this could just turn into Dragon Soul.
Contracts does seem a bit like in a very momentum-based player, where if he's having a great game, he's really running the game over. But if he's having a bad game, I don't really expect him to pull it back. Ooh, very nice try.
Oh my god, the mechanics.
Damn.
Nice try by Seos to ulti Yone ulti. I kind of thought it would work the way that he thought it would work, where he would just charm Yone on his ult, but nope. Doesn't work that way. Yone is a little bit too far at the end, so he just gets to space it out and walk it off.
So now they get to look forward to tomorrow as well. I believe TL is their next opponent, and that would be, you know,
But like low-key, if you're this behind, any play you try to make a Shopify, you just look boosted. That's just League, man.
Another level. So very excited to see where this Lion team progresses from here.
After today, everyone's gonna be asking how good are Lions.
Now the funny shit is, like, right before the enemy team is going to end the game, somebody goes in to try to make a play, and they're like, "Why is that guy throwing?"
Throwing.
Yeah, dude, they should just wait for the enemy team to just.
Fudge is having quite a fucking game.
Oh my god, that combo!
Wow.
What?
There
This
you
guy
go.
is a KDA player. He lives.
Proxy.
Die
Somebody
like a
kill
man,
him.
bro.
Wait,
Superman's
kill
gonna
that
beat his
minion.
ass. Oh, nah.
Oh, KDA has
So
been saved.
lucky.
Damn,
Didn't die
that last
once.
team fight was
Easy
so
Kai'Sa
fast.
game.
Wow. Wow.
It's his team's fault he didn't die.
I can't believe my eyes.
They died so
Lion
fast.
3-0. Wait, did Lion just farm like all the low teams though?
Yeah,
What is
they've
their
only
schedule?
played
'Cause they're
they've
3-0.
only played low teams, yeah.
So they played Shopify, DSG, and then what? Dig?
Yeah.
I'm gonna imagine that's a no.
But like their wins have been
so now they need
clean.
to play all the top teams.
Yeah. That was
Are they sponsored by Chemex? Oh, Cinemex.
4-man rel engage at the end. Lions is kind of cooking.
Lions has been really impressive every game. The Nico game, he completely carried as well. He's been really good.
One thing, I was in here kind of creeping, watching you guys, and your comms
All right, I'm queuing up. See ya.
All right, see you, bro.
GG, man.
GG's.
Talk to me about your approach to this game and like.
I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah, I'm
Probably
gonna go queue up.
and then I'm gonna do an IRL stream.
Yeah, let's fucking queue up, dude.
All right. I'm gonna do an IRL stream and queue up. Peace out.
IRL stream, all right, yeah.
Queue up for keys? Nah. I gotta go do some fucking chores. Clean up laundry.
And then this game to me, where it like really.
Oh my god, his eye is so red. Is he okay?
A moment around, I believe, 17 minutes into the game where you ended up getting caught out and you guys turned the team fight on them. So talk me through that play, especially the coordination coming out of you and Lions, because